3. Got a battle within a battle. We'll break that down. Let's get it. Mama said there'll be days just like this. And as the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Let's get it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. I like how they be. Come in. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party, baby. Let's get it. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? Come on, baby. One love to you and you and you. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Here we go. All right, with another episode brought to you by Law Nation Sports. Yes, is my name. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Appreciate everybody and salute the Prize Picks as well. Thank all of you all for rocking with us. We're going to go over a few things. But before we get started, before we get to rocking, rock with me tonight. Riggs! I can't take this no more. Cowboys. They are childish. They are some corny guys. Leave me with your woman one night and see whether we gonna be corny or not. Leave me with your family members, see if we gonna be corny or not. Riggs! Leave me with your ladies. We'll see if we gonna be corny tonight. Don't play with the nation. Don't play with me. Come on, what's wrong with you? Wipe them tears up. Wipe those tears up. Stop crying all the time. Get out of your feelings. Listen to your daddy when he's speaking to you. And we ain't holding back. Come on, baby. I'm tired of all of this crying and stuff. Oh, Law Nation, you see, ain't childish. Who watched the final word? Anybody who watched the final word? Let me know. And let me know if it's a tendency of my guy, Boss Cowboy, whenever he do it, regardless if it's us or is it the ops, he's going to press buttons. That's just what he do. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if we are not telling the truth. And for somebody to cry about that the Cowboys content creators are only where they at because of shock news. Come on, man. Hey, that ain't even us. Look, next time from here on out, if y'all don't have y'all stuff together, well, I don't want to do the show. I don't want to do the show. From here on out, there's a standard that you got to have. You got to have at least light on the face, and you got to have at least good sound quality and Wi-Fi. If that ain't the case in the scenario, Law Nation, I'm going to act a little bougie. I ain't going to do it. Nope. You ain't finna come up off of my name. Come on, baby. That's just the reality of it. So y'all can cry all y'all want to. Come on, man. If we were to have an interview with ESPN, Fox, or what have you, you won't be all in your car with the doggone cigarette lighter showing that's the only thing that we can see, and you with your whiny voice talking about that the Cowboys content creators are not giving you a chance nor a scenario to talk. And then when you finally do talk, you yourself call your own team with an idiot defensive coordinator. Did he say that or did we say that? Did he say that or did we say that? He said that his defensive coordinator is an idiot. He said that his offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson, whatever his name may be, It's too stupid to call the right plays. So those are the things that they said. So with all of that cry stuff, said to my face, I'm here. Y'all know where I'm at. I ain't too hard to find in Dallas. Any content creator. Say it to my face. So all of that being said, this is family business, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? You're listening to nothing but the best. You can book it. All right, so that's all out the way. I hope how y'all feeling today? You know, how y'all feeling today? Come on, man, how y'all feeling? Because I feel that they are still in their little feelings of what the 40 Winers was able to do, and that's a whole nother program to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about this right here. Appreciate you, Dre. Appreciate y'all. Be sure to hit the like and share this content. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. So in other news, in other words of the around the world, we got things that we are also partner with, and that is what it is. It is a situation that the Dallas Cowboys heading into this particular week. We gonna bring my guy Jackson up to the game, and he's fighting terminal cancer, and we're doing a toy drive. And the toy drive, you can drop your toys off at this location, 2609 Technology Drive, and that's 100, the Suite 100 in Plano, Texas. And we would love for you guys to come on out and drop toys off, and also help out the cause, because he's fighting for his life, and we want the best for my guy Jax. Before we get started and getting things going, we want the best for my guy Jax, you know, and it is what it is. Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, at the end of the day, you know, life is bigger than football, right? Life is a big situation, and we all fighting for it. Let's go. Yes, indeed, Donald Weaver, cancer do suck. Yes, indeed, and I can echo those same sentiments. Ladies and gentlemen, and the shoe fits for whoever can wear it, right? So with that being said, the Dallas Cowboys are 9-3. The Cowboys are 9-3. We are fighting for first place in this division. There's a battle within a battle. Most people will say, what is the battle, Law? Who are we fighting within ourselves? Well, first and foremost, not everybody is all in on Dak Prescott, believe it or not. Not everybody, let me say this again, not everybody is all in on Dak Prescott. Some people are still saying, hey, man, you know, I get what he's doing during the regular season. It's been 8 years so far. We need to see him in the postseason. Some people, just like me, I'm not really sold on any of these guys going to the Pro Bowl or even to the MVP stuff. Why? Because those are individual accolades. What we want collectively is for this team to lock in, get lasered in, and bump the Pro Bowl stuff. We want to go to what bowl, y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat what bowl we want to go to, right? So I don't want us to be fixated on, hey, this dude didn't go, that dude didn't go, because I'm old enough to remember there were some times that we had 13 Pro Bowlers. There were some times, even through the course of the years, even with Jason Garrett, since his administration, I think we had more Pro Bowlers than anything, right? So the individual accolades and awards we don't really care about. But the battle within the battle is, yes, once you do get those accolades, you know, they can't be wiped away from your resume. They can't be gone from your resume. Look, believe it or not, post this. Let me know if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if I'm wrong. Tyler Biadasz is a Pro Bowler. Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me know. Let me know if Tyler Biadasz, is he a Pro Bowler? Yes or no? So that really, you know, what we see from the 3-letter and the 4-letter networks, that majority of them, they love to praise us during that time frame. But all through the season, they beat us up. They beat us down, baby. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the reality of it is, at the end of the day, what we want ultimately is for them to keep the same energy. But they don't. who remember Trayvon Diggs in 2021 all year long? Oh, man, most yards allowed, man. Oh, man, come on, man. Hey, man, he's giving up so many yards. They said all of that, but didn't really want to acknowledge the fact that he had 11 INTs for the season. He had 11 INTs for the season. But they kept talking about, hey, man, did you look at how many yards he allowed? You know, but now nobody know who's leading the league in yards allowed. Now, you guys see how that goes? And then we're old enough to remember just the following year in 2022, we had a quarterback that's on this team, man, y'all can put his name down below, who broke his thumb, came back. And people were talking about, hey, man, look at the INTs. Look at all of those INTs he's throwing. Yeah. The team is top 5 in offense, but look at the INTs. Like he's supposed to all of a sudden play the same. And they give grace and mercy to anyone else. I'm old enough to remember just at the start of this season, there was a guy by the name of Joe, and his last name is Burrows. Oops, I said his whole name. And they were saying that, hey, with the calf muscle, being pulled, he may not can step up through his throws. He may not can set his feet. He may not can climb the pocket right. And all I heard in 2021 was, hey, man, hey, this dude's supposed to be able to wash off of that doggone calf muscle and step up and climb the pocket and make those throws. We wasn't privy to those type of shortcomings. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we are held to a complete different standard than anyone on this dimension, on anyone on this particular world. At the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys, it will be our own. It will be literally our own that will say, hey, man, hey, we get it, but at the end of the day, it's his 8th season. Oh, man, this is his 8th season. Oh, man, look how long he's been playing. We supposed to have multiple Super Bowls by now. I come here to tell you, man, that's a tall task to do.
You know what? You just that's a sign, Key. I gotta take that as a sign. God saying something. You and Key are back together this year.
True.
The last time y'all were together, were out there in Arizona when you were in the Super Bowl. Key, I appreciate you bringing the Cowboys Nation that God sent you as a sign to them that we're going back to where you and I had that conversation. Now let me tell you why this is going to be different this time, and I know we're talking about it. Guys, this is how I harmonize all the things I said. Remember we started talking about that Dak Prescott. A couple weeks ago, I said, I don't want to hear that MVP stuff. It's coming out of this side and that side of your mouth. Then, after you start playing well, I said, now he's grabbed the other M. He's grabbed the M and half that V.
No doubt.
But to get that other half of the V in the P, you got to win this game. The reason this thing is going to be different is because Dak Prescott is now different. He's ready to take this step. He talked about it. I keep going back to it with that interview I had with him. And since that moment, they have taken off. This is the next step. To take them farther, to get them into an NFC championship game and start talking about getting towards the Super Bowl. Once you get into the NFC championship games, a lot of this has to stop. All of this has to back out. I know we said Dallas hasn't been there since yours truly was there playing, but the reality is there's a lot of teams that haven't been there over the last 30 years.
The playmaker, boy, he is spitting. He's literally spitting the truth at you, each and every last one of you all. Many of teams haven't been there, and we talk about the drought and everything, but the reality of it, ladies and gentlemen, is this right here. The Dallas Cowboys, when you look at it and you start to think about Dak Prescott and you start to think about the other teams that actually had their particular coaching staff and their quarterback, we haven't been on this side of the world the playmaker is spitting the truth, y'all.
We ain't talking about a lot of teams, Michael. We're not talking about a lot of teams, Michael.
Wait. I understand we're not a lot of teams. I'm just stating facts. I understand that, and we expect more out of us. The Dallas Cowboys, I should say, expect more out of the Dallas Cowboys because they wear the star.
Yeah, and so when you think about it, those kids where the Cowboys are, they're in a situation where they've got to figure out.
Wait.
Get him, Michael Irvin. But hold on, I'll be right back with some more information for the nation on this topic. Bear with me right quick. Bear with me. Hey, we got this one right here that I want to talk about, and we're going to get things going. Bear with me for a few seconds. Let me load this one up. This one want to run away from me, but we ain't going to run away from it, baby.
Talk about who has the edge. Harry, who has the edge at receiver, A.J. Brown or C.D. Lamb?
I'm going to go with C.D. Lamb, and it's because most of the time who he's going to be matched up with. That's the nickel slot corner of the Philadelphia Eagles, Eli Ricks, or anyone else. Advantage C.D. Lamb in that first matchup. The man had 191 yards. He was getting off, and I see the same thing happening in this game on Sunday night.
Yeah, Brown was an early MVP candidate, but the last few weeks, C.D. Lamb has been spectacular. D-Wood, let's go to the line of scrimmage. Who has the edge, the Eagles' offensive line or the Cowboys' pass rush?
I want to say the Cowboys' pass rush, and a lot of it has to do with the Philadelphia Eagles' inability to really dominate the line of scrimmage running the ball. When you're not able to run the ball, you don't get the favorable down and distances, and when you're going against the Dallas Cowboys in that front, that's the last place you want to be behind the sticks in a pass rushing situation.
And then, Danny, obviously we saved the quarterbacks. For you, who has the edge this Sunday, Dak or Jalen Hurts?
Dak Prescott, number one, because he's using his eyes to move defenses. This is against Seattle. He's trying to peek to the bottom of the screen to hold that safety, Quandre Diggs, in the middle of the field, and then come back to CeeDee Lamb. That's using his eyes. The next thing is listening to his eyes. He's got what we call stick concept. A flat and then a stick route. If that linebacker matches that out or that stick, you got to quickly get to the check down over the ball. That's listening to what your eyes are telling you to do with the football. Then he trusts his eyes. They're going to motion CD over. Harry just talked about it. He's the number one read. The contact from that defender is going to take him off. Even though CeeDee Lamb wins, you got to get off and trust what your eyes are telling you. Gets backside to Brandon Cooks right before that hook defender is able.
And the Cowboys will win as a result. Let's find out what D. Wood thinks. It's time to get the mallets and smash the losers.
Appreciate y'all for that segue. Cowboys. What do we need to do? What do we need to take care of? Business. Put TCB in the chat, SOB in the chat as well. All right, so the 9-3 Cowboys overall is third overall in the team as far as all of the other teams in the National Football League. Offensively speaking, they are fourth in the National Football League, fourth in defense, and ninth in special teams. Now, granted, do this allow you, ladies and gentlemen, to springboard ahead of what Michael Irvin just said? Nah. Do this allow you because all of a sudden CeeDee Lamb is playing better than A.J. Brown? Nah. Take care of business. I've seen some people say, well, the Cowboys fold regardless. The Cowboys, this is what they do. They fold. And then it had me thinking. So we supposed to win it all with Chan Gailey? Oh, were we supposed to win it all with Dave Campos? Okay. I would give you Bill Parcells if he was staying here for multiple years, right? But he only been here for 3.5 years and he was gone. Was we supposed to win it all with Jason Garrett? And even with Mike McCarthy, was he supposed to win the Super Bowl his first year here, second year here, third year here? Every year, the Super Bowl or bust. So what year, supposedly, we had it all that we supposed to been able to win? We can argue back and forth, and look at what Kellen Moore is doing to that team over there in Chargers land. You see, every year, people will talk about this without adding the context to it, right? What year? I need to know. Just give me the opportunity. Let me know in the chat. What year? What year? Mitchell over here on the Facebook side of things, I really appreciate you. Parcells was our only shot. I do agree with that, though, by the way. I agree with that. You know, if we had Parcells for at least 7 to 8 years, maybe, you know, there was a Super Bowl in there. I'm trying to figure it out. TCB/SOBs, you know. Let's stand on business. It's crazy. At the start of the year, ladies and gentlemen, we all said that this defense was going to be the driving force of this team. Mike McCarthy came out, and we hope all is well. He got the acute appendicitis, and they said the surgery went well. Even he said, hey, we're going to lean on the identity of this team is going to be the defensive-led team, and we're going to lean on the defensive side, and we're going to play complementary football. The outside news and noise got to them, basically, and they was on a short leash. I'm predicting, or pretty much saying that it was contingent upon what the Chargers are doing. They had their hand on the button ready to fire Big Mike McCarthy. They had their hand on the button because if we don't win a few games, and if definitely we don't beat the Chargers or what have you, head was gonna roll. They would have probably fired Big Mike McCarthy if the records wasn't like that kid is right now. They were gonna fire that dude, but look how everything turned over. I want to know the people that's in the chat right now, are we a defensive team or an offensive team, or based by this particular measures, are we a balanced team? Because Mike McCarthy says he is not inspired to be the #1 offense in the league. Are we a complete team? In every major category, we are top 10 in those particular things. If this is your definition of a complete team, the battle within the battle, I will tell you right now, we are a complete team. There will be people arguing with you and say, well, the Cowboys didn't play anybody. The Cowboys played Rudy Toot teams, right? But wasn't the argument that the Cowboys played down to the levels of those teams? And now we are taking care of business on those teams. Now there's still a knock on that. Make it make sense, baby. Do we play down to the levels of those teams? We finally seeing it. And there's rumors and reports out there saying that, hey, if Mike McCarthy don't do X, Y, and Z things, look for him to be gone this year. The only team that can stop the Cowboys are the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. I hear somebody right now knocking. Nah, Lord, what about them Niners? What about them Niners? Cowboys trying to play that short game with the Niners. They got us beat bad. They broke every bone in our body almost. They did. They broke every bone in our body. We had like 18 people on the injury report. They did. They broke us a little bit. But since that time frame, we played differently. Ladies and gentlemen, we did. We did. We played differently.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Let me know. Let me hear it one more time.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
And what else he said?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Woo-wee! Let me play it one more time.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
I'm watching, y'all. I want to know what happened to Batman when he faced that dude the first time. Did he break him? Did he hurt him real bad? Did he beat him down? Let me hear it one more time, baby.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
And let me hear this part one more time.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Bane beat him down, didn't he? He broke him. What did Batman have to do in that particular situation? What did he have to do in order to beat Bane? He had to recondition his mind. And I know this is a movie, by the way. They say that this life is about a movie. But he had to recheck some things. He had to reconfigure some things. And he went back.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
And that's right. Is Batman more physical? Shout out to you, Mitchell. Is Batman more physical than Bane? Batman ain't no sus type of fighter as well. He got many of tools in his toolbox, or his tool belt. He had to come back in and regroup and reconfigure everything, and he had to fight him real OG style. So what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, for those who following the channel and following what I'm saying, basically, is that we had to reconfigure some stuff. This death of 1,000 cuts, yeah, that'll sound good on paper. We're gonna have to let Dak Prescott cook. We're gonna have to trust that brother. We're gonna have to have this man to make sure his checks and reads are there, to make sure whatever he's attacking will be there, to make sure that at the end of the day, if we lose on my mindset and my heart left on the table, I'm gonna give you everything. You can bring in other quarterbacks, you can bring in other people to talk bad about us, but at the end of the day, it's on me. I'm gonna play through the echoes of the whistle. I'm gonna trust this team. I'm gonna elevate some guys. I'm gonna make sure that I give the ball to my playmaker. See, Dangerous Lamb. Appreciate you. Crush, appreciate you. Dak wins Sunday. They ain't got no choice but to give him the MVP. Well, we take care of business Sunday, whether it's by 1 point or 30 points, 15 points. We move on to the next one as they move on to the next one. You see, the goalposts will be forever moved. It's not a stationary thing. No cute stuff. Yeah, I feel you on that.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
None of that cute stuff. None of that. When we look at the Philadelphia Eagles, they are balanced as well. That's measured conversation. In offense, they tied for 7th. In defense, they are top 10 defensive team. And special teams at 13th. Overall, they are the 7th ranked team in those efficient areas. Now, where they can get got at is their secondary. Ben 1,000 with you. Bradbury, he's the guy that you can target at. Slay, He's a guy that you can hit him with a double move, and if, hey, those legs of Slay, they ain't working the way they used to. Now, granted, Slay is still Slay. He is a playmaker, and he will get the benefit of the doubt with the aficionados. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes when you're talking about a veteran guy. They will have some reinforcements back. I think Goddard would be a guy on their offensive side of the coin to give Jalen Hurts an extra read. When you talking about a Hurts who is battle-tested, by the way, shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboys Sports. He broke that down, too, when we was talking to the other Eagles content creators. Here's what I'm going to say with this. When you give him extra cushion and you give him an extra dump-off guy, that works favors for him. So we're going to have our linebackers ready for that. We are. B. Wade, thank you for the super chat. I feel extremely confident my QB, my Cowboys quarterback, is in full control of the game. He is. He locked in. Salute to that person who said he locked in. Appreciate you. He is.
Lock the in! Lock in!
He locked in. And he should be. Gil says Slay and AJ are overhyped. Yeah. But AJ, he is their go-to guy, especially on third downs on the slant. Some can call him Slant King, but he would take it and he will rock it to the house. He would take that thing all the way to the house. So what you're going to have to do here, I think that, you know what would give the Eagles more and more issues is zone defense. Play that zone. Drop those boys. Force Hurts to drop a ball in a zone. And if they want to run the ball, then we're going to have to make sure our front seven can figure that out and get to the house when they do run the ball. Bantu, appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in to the nation and for the nation. Said, wife and I arrive. Wait to see us roast and eat Philadelphia. I see you. Hope to meet you, my brother. Thanks for holding Cowboy Nation accountable for the wee-woo. Yeah! Let me give you one of those things. That's what we gonna do. You make 601 proud, big homie. Salute DC for life. Baby!
Bantu Brick $20. Wife and I arriving Friday. Can't wait to see us roast and eat Philadelphia. Hope to meet you, my brother. Thanks for holding Cowboy Nation accountable for the wee-woo. You make the 601 proud, big homie. Salute.
She didn't want to say baby. Yeah. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. All right, so with that being said, what are some of the things that we can do to combat this? Containment, spy. Don't be too greedy. Don't be too greedy. We was up 17-14 before the half. The last time we faced off against those boys. They scored 14 unanswered points in the third quarter to our 0, I believe. We couldn't move the ball at all in the third quarter. We had a third quarter slump. Even though Dak Prescott threw for anywhere from 374 yards, 3 touchdowns in that game, a foot out of bounds, took away the 2-point conversion or what have you. We went 3 times inside the red zone, and there was either a flag like this taken away from them 3 times. Illegal formation. One of the tight ends didn't climb enough depths to get inside. We can talk about the aficionados all we want. at the end of the day, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, they're just going to look at the stat sheet or the record sheet and say, hey, Cowboys lost that game. They're not going to bring up the officials. Some would argue, hey, that's a loser mentality to bring up the officials. But just last week, they brought up the officials about the same thing. So you're gonna have to stand tall in these games. My guy Justin D says, strange week. We were cheering for the Niners last Sunday and they cheered for us this week. It is what it is. Yeah, because ultimately, we all fighting for that home field advantage. Ultimately, we all wanting our team to lift up that Lombardi trophy. One can argue it's down to these last three teams. Cowboys, Niners, Eagles, right? Got to take this call. This call is somebody calling me right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Back. Before we open up our phone lines, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, it is a strange week. But before we open up our phone lines, I just want to say this, and I want to echo this once again. My guy, Jax, he'll be at the game this weekend. He will be. That's him, his mom. That's also a few other people. You see my guy Craig, Too Loud Craig right here. And then, of course, got him out with CD at his camp. And Craig Too Live, and that's Jax. And we're going to have a chef cooking for us, doing some good stuff at this event. And we got Jax with CD Lamb, doing a great job. Here's Jax again, and my guy Too Live Craig. Here's Jax again with his wife, not his wife, but his mom, and as well as Too Live. And we're going to show some of the things that we were able to get Jax with, and put your prayers together for him. There's him and my guy, Dak Prescott, MVP Dak, him with the cheerleaders. This is us the other night at the Cowboys event. That's a dope hat, ain't it? That's him and CD Lamb. Oh, my bad, not Lamb. Michael Gallup, my bad. Charge it to my head, not my heart. By the way, Michael Gallup's still mad at me a little bit. Salute to Michael Gallup, man. And that's him with DA. Got plenty of pictures, man, when we were able to help him get in line with those guys and just not have a good time, but a great time. And all of these things are possible, ladies and gentlemen, because of you all and for what you guys do for the nation. You know, flipping through all of the pictures, man, showing you guys how people gravitated towards him and showed him love. And he's fighting. He's been fighting since 2019. A little bit before that time, before he was originally diagnosed right there. Yes, indeed. That's him and all of us in the group picture. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, Cowboy Nation, one day at a time, 1 foot at a time, brick by brick, movement by movement. Let's put our prayers together for Jax. May he have a wonderful outlook to this particular game. His favorite singers are the Black Eyed Peas and Bruno Mars. Is that Bruno? Isn't that what's it? Just Bruno? Or is it Bruno Mars? Keep fighting, Jax. So when Law Nation is not live and Law Nation ain't going live at certain time, it's because we busy, man. We taking care of a lot of stuff that goes behind the scene, right? Appreciate y'all. Yeah, we don't talk about Gallup now. We don't talk about Gallup. Salute to Michael Gallup, though, by the way. So this event this weekend, we supposed to be at the Cowboys Experience event. We're going to take them out there. We're going to have Jake Ferguson there. Jake Ferguson should be in the building there. And let me see if I can pull that up. Y'all bear with me before we go a little bit further and everything. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hail Mary. There we go. So we're going to have Sam Williams, Jake Ferguson, and then we're going to have my guy, Peyton Hendershot. So for those who are in town, be sure to meet us at this particular location on Saturday. Even if you're an Eagles fan, come on out so we can beat you down in person, right? Come on out to this location right here on Saturday at 1 to 3, 1 to 4 o'clock. Really wrapping the chords up around 3:30-ish. But 1 to 4 o'clock, and get there a little early. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Ernest says, Law, way to go to make this happen for Jax. We need more like you in this world. You're nothing but the best. How about them Cowboys? We have a wonderful, blessed day. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for jumping in. Hey, fight, faith, finish. Yes, D'Angelo. Yes, indeed. Sam do look like Michael right there on that picture, though. Yeah, he do. He do look like Michael on that picture. He do. Let the AI echo what we just said.
Ernest Ellsbury Jr. $10. Lol, way to go to make that happen for Jax. We need more like you in this world. You are nothing but the best. How about them Cowboys? Have a wonderful, blessed day.
Come on, Big Simple. Appreciate you, man. But he said we lit Washington. Washington Commanders. Yeah. Yeah, he said Uncle Sam now. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. This is great. Appreciate y'all, man. Brought to you by Prize Picks in the Mix. Appreciate y'all so much for jumping in. Let's go. Come on. 657 390 7391.
Faces, not the pills. Heard you calling.
You are the only participant in the conference.
As the room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know. Where to go?
The inside caramel just like 100 grand. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for.
From the 601, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
What's good, Law? This is your brother Bantu Brick in the shit, brother. How's everything?
Man, everything good, man. Everything good.
Good, man. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to some payback, man. We got to get our lick back, bro.
No doubt.
We got to get our lick back. You from the SIP. You know how when we was out there playing, and that kid came up, he popped and he ran.
Right.
But guess what? That's what Philly did. They popped us and they ran, and they've been talking smack. So it's time to get that lick back from Philly.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me see. Y'all let me know because sometimes when I flip the audio over to the phone lines, it go crazy now. So let me know. Keep talking while I build the plane while it's in the air, bro. Keep talking.
Gotcha. No problem. No problem. But really, man, the thing I wanted to address, though, is the goalpost, how the goalpost keeps moving, man. And I know we talk about this a lot, but you know what? As Cowboy Nation, we got to unite and come against this madness because the only way to control the narrative is to swing the narrative.
No doubt.
To swing the narrative, we got to unite. We got to unite against this nonsense, man. So, number one, they give our team their props. Number two, they give our quarterback his props because now what they're trying to do is they're trying to swing, what's the receiver in Miami? Receiver/running back in Miami, Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Let me know before I go any further. Is the audio better now or worse, y'all? You know, is it better now? Because I had to tune it down. Yeah, you give me. Let me let the people be the audio controller over here. Jay Diz says the audio good, but when it switched, it caught my ears. Yes, indeed. So yeah, I think we should be good to go now. So keep going, bro.
Yeah, but that just bothers me, man. So we got to unite, and that word that you guys often use, the wee-woo, we got to stop the wee-woo, man. Let's just unite with behind our team and come against this foolishness.
No doubt.
We all do it together. We can push back against this madness and make sure that we get the props that we deserve, especially, man, like Dak Prescott, man. Dak has been through so much. That brother's resilient. He stood tall, he stood strong, and he's just the epitome of what it means to be a stand-up guy for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. He takes a lot of stuff, but he keeps moving. I think what he's been doing is collecting receipts, though, because he knows who's been talking bad about him, and then he continue to press through, though. That's a good thing, good sign too, by the way.
Absolutely. I'm proud of that brother, man. Extremely proud of him. But, man, hey, keep doing what you're doing, big guy. Man, we appreciate you. Like I said, I appreciate you holding these folks accountable, man. You and the rest of the team, other content creators, man. Also, man, I want to give you props. You, our guy over there at Dak Attack, man, you shouted that guy out, man, when I hadn't even heard about him. And man, dude is putting out some amazing content. And he accredits that to you and some of the other guys that encouraged him.
Man, he's a breath of fresh air, and it's a good mixture of. He's going to give you objectivity, but it's on the good side of it. And I think that his channel's phenomenal, man. He's one of the best at it already.
Absolutely, man. Y'all gonna make me jump out here and start.
Man, go ahead. It's never too late. Yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, you in town this week, right? Or you not?
Yes, sir. We are coming, my brother. We're coming. We got good seats. We got the whole Cowboy experience. I'm excited, man.
Well, I will see you then at the XP event, and then according to how things shake out, man, we will see what we can do with Jax too while you there, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes. Oh, by the way, man, I'm glad you said that, man. That is, I think that is so awesome, man. Is there anything any of us can do for him while we are there? Other than, of course, just encourage him. Yeah,
encourage him. He's a soldier. He knows what he's about to face. I would say that God got this final say. And I know what he's going through. I know his people are going through because I just buried mine about 4 months ago, a little less than 4 months ago. So it's difficult when they told me, "Hey, you want to be involved in this?" And I was like, hey, I'm still fighting my stuff over here. It been many nights that I can't close my eyes. I walk and pace the floor. Yeah. So I just try to be a helping hand as much as I can, and keep it moving. But what I can say here is whatever you can bring, like toys or you have a little, your little grandma handshake. You know how they used to be back in the day from Mississippi? You get that little grandma handshake. Oh, yeah. Give that to the people, man. hey, that will help him out and his people, out. Appreciate you.
Awesome. I will definitely do that. Man. thanks again for what you're doing, brother. Keep pushing, and man, I can't wait to meet you, shake your hand, and give you that Mississippi dap.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, bro. That's my guy, Bantu.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all for y'all support. We got a $20 super chat. I love you, man. You are a great person, and I always look forward to your lives. And I appreciate you and all of the Cowboys till I die. This is from Donna. Appreciate you. We much love you as well, and I really thank you for your tremendous support on the $30 super chat.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Damn.
No doubt. Got Darius, man, from the 214. Not 4. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Lord, what's happening? First of all, I just wanted to say, man, in the chat, I still can't send super chats.
You still can't send it. What they done did to you, man?
Yeah, so this is what I think it was, and this got to stop. This shit has got to stop. So this is what I think it was. You know how people in the chat, how they'll crack jokes on you while you when you call in.
Yeah.
So one day I decided to, crack jokes back.
Right.
I guess one of the at the time, Jay Farm thought he was a comedian, and so when I started cracking jokes back, one of the I guess the mods tried to put me in timeout or mute me, block or something. But ever since that day that I got on their ass, they muted me, put me on timeout. So I'm like, wait a minute now. I thought we was joking. So you just can't. So that's my thing. Please unmute me, unblock me, whatever. Take me off of time. I'm Darius Flip Houses.
Oh, you Darius Flip?
Flip Houses.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Let me see if they can. Let me see something right quick. Hold on. Keep talking though. I'm gonna see if I can. And let me see.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Can y'all hear that? Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear that? Yes, indeed. So, well, what we can do is, bro, as soon as this video live feed is over, I'll go back into the back office there and go and turn you back on. But I appreciate your support, bro, and I really appreciate you wanting to give but not able to give. But hey, keep in mind that Cash App always open, bro, and we would take all things that can support the nation. But talk to me, man. What's on your heart, bro? Darius. What happened to you, bro? Darius? What happened to Darius, y'all? Let me see what happened.
There are 7 participants in the conference.
I don't know what happened to my guy Darius. Hold on. Maybe, man, they got control. Look, Darius, they done shank you with the butter knife even on that one. All right, man. Hey, man, we hope all is well with you, Darius, man. Oh, my gosh, man. I got Jake the Great, man. Salute to you, man. You're live on the nation, brought to you by Prize Picks, man.
Yo, Law, can you hear me good?
I can hear you, man. I don't know what happened to Darius, man. Did you know what happened?
I don't know, man. When I called in, it was real quiet. I didn't even know if I called the right number. I'm like, dang.
Man. Hey, bro. Sometimes some crazy things happen, but the phone lines are still open. 657-390-7391. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Jake the Great. You live on the nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, something. Speaking on what Darius was talking about, one of you mods really messed me up. I've been following the nation for such a long time, and I used to take pride in putting my little sticker up there saying 48 months of membership, and y'all cost me that joy of seeing my little star go up there of my membership. And I don't even know how to sign back up to the Law Nation membership. So shame on you, mod, that blocked me for no reason. I don't know why you did it.
Man, look. I'm gonna have to hit this button.
Shame.
So this is my groove right here, Jake. I don't block no one, right? I like people to have their objectivity, and I allow them to talk. So what I'm gonna have to do, because I got a lot of mods, man, and I don't know who it may be. The only way I can really like do this is just take away mod privileges for everybody, right? And start back over at 0. Because I don't know who's the notorious mod that's going out here sniping folks, man. And I didn't know they had the ability to absolutely block folks. That they supposed to only put them on timeout.
Because you know what, Law? I used to feel like I used to get your notifications first. Because I barely be in the chat. I'd be driving. All you might get from me in the chat is, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know I'm here. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I can't send no super chats. It took me months to realize that I was blocked. And I'm like, I know the Law ain't blocked me. I've been here since the beginning. But, yeah, I would reset that mod. The only one that's credible to me is Shadiq. Shadiq with 100. You know what I mean? That's the number one moderator to keep everything in check. But everybody else, I would recycle that.
Yeah, they sniping hard, boy. Head count. Head kill. But what you got for the show, man? God, no.
Man, sorry to bring in the bad news like that. But what I got for the show, man, listen, man. Ever since last week in Seattle, that was the calmest I ever watched a Cowboy game. I said, nah, this Dak is different. I ain't worried. My family like, bro, Jake, man, look at the score. I'm like, nah, I ain't worried, man. This is a different Dak. I'm not worried. And when he scored that touchdown, I'm like, I told y'all, and the defense is gonna finish it off.
Yeah.
This year is different, man. I feel like Dak is putting it together. Like Var say, he's in his Drew Brees era, and I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
If he wins MVP, good. If he doesn't, oh well, I'm aiming for bigger and better things. That's all I got. I'm just enjoying the ride and stop blocking people, moderators.
Hey, man.
That's all I got, Locke.
Hey, y'all on the mods today, man. Appreciate you, man. That's Jake the Great, man.
All day, man.
Yes, all day. Appreciate you, man. All right, so, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I got press, man, from the 501. Salute, man. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks, man. The mods got you too, man.
I don't know, but I do got a request. Hey, if you do reset it, can I be one?
Hey, everybody want the Thanos snap. The Thanos snap.
Hey, nah, but on the real tip, you right about the goalpost. Everybody right about the goalpost, especially with Dak. And and I was real hard on Dak, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, can you give me that clap hand thing? Can you put that out there real quick?
You talking about it right
here? Yeah, I need that. I need that for Mike McCarthy.
Oh yeah.
Because coaching actually matters.
Mm-hmm.
My big issue with Dak was his ball placement, hitting guys in stride consistently.
Yeah.
And Mike McCarthy, that man hitting on all cylinders, man. I gotta respect that. That was my big issue with Dak.
Yeah.
And now he's doing that consistently like that. He's a different guy, man. I don't know if people paying attention. It seems like his mentality different and everything, man.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever they done did, Mike McCarthy, whatever they done did, goddamn, boy, Dak looking good.
Yeah, boy, looking good. Salute to 2 Live Craig, man, because he's a guy that we've been working together and we've been doing some things together, and he works with Trey Lance, he works with Pat Mahomes, he worked with Dak Prescott, as you've seen on a few of the pictures there, and he worked with wide receivers too. And one of the pivotal things that he also brought up with Dak Prescott is feet. Just don't look. I want even the people that don't like Dak, just look at the waist below. Pause. But look at the feet though, knee below. You know what I'm saying? Look at how he keep moving his feet. Yeah.
It's like poetry in motion, man. I be like, God dang, that looks different. Look at his feat work. The ball coming out, wham, wham, wham. I'm like, okay. I was like, I ain't got nothing to say now.
Yep.
He doing this daggone thing. And then another thing, man, I was listening to the 3-Letter Network the other day, right?
Yeah.
They was having the discussion. They was having a discussion on Dak and how good he doing. And then, this is what I like about Shady McCoy, man. Dak been playing lights out. And his argument now is that he needs to see Dak mess up and then bring the guys back from the mess up. But then my thing is this, I'm like this. He ain't throwing interceptions. He taking care of the ball, and he fucking balling.
He is.
Why you want to see him mess up, throw some interceptions, and then come back in a game just to prove to you that he's the MVP? That don't even make sense.
That was 2022.
Right.
He'll hit a guy in his phalanges. Yeah. And see, now the things is they're gonna forever move that goalpost. But my thing is with Dak Prescott. What's been my stance on Dak Prescott? My stance been, is he better than Trent Dilfer? Is he better than Brad Johnson? Is he better than Eli Manning? Is he better than those guys, Big Ben Roethlisberger, even Russell Wilson and them, when they were able to win Super Bowls? Or win Super Bowls with the S on the end of it. Yes, he's better. He's a better kind of tier of caliber quarterback than those guys. So what you need to do now is put things in place. We got the system. We got the defense. The defense, I'm not worried about what the offense is doing. I'm more concerned literally of the defense than anything, because defense win championships.
Big fan. Hey, what I meant to ask you the other day? But you didn't take the call because you had to go.
Yeah.
What you think? Do you think Sam Williams could play some linebacker, man? You think can they transition him over to linebacker?
I would love it if we were 3-4. If we were 3-4 outside, he would be a good outside linebacker. Sam Williams worked well as a 3-4 outside linebacker. My thing is with Sam, he got stiff hips too. If you put him at Mike or something like that, he's a 4-3. He's a short 4-3, 4-4 guy. He's fast, but he's a little stiff. So you put him on like I said, like a Ravens 3-4 outside linebacker, or like how the Steelers play their outside linebackers. He'll work well. He'll look pretty good.
Oh, okay. That's all I want, man. How about them Cowboys, man? And I really honestly think it ain't going to be close this weekend, Law.
Well, let's go, man. Hey, speak it into existence, my dog. Appreciate you. Yeah, Press.
All right, Law.
Appreciate you, man. And Press was also on the Down to Two Super Friends show, because it was the round table with them. But it's right now it's a two-man's race. Eagles and Cowboys down to finish, and he was able to jump in, and I love the support, even if we on the other platforms. I really appreciate y'all. And like I said, man, I'm gonna talk to y'all raw, rough, and rugged, but at the end of the day, man, if I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. So some people give me third degree even D-Law on my video this morning, and they were saying like, nah, Law, you were talking bad about D-Law. When was I talking bad about D-Law? D-Law is a dude that can set the edge, control the edge, and on top of that, stop the run pretty well. He ain't going to give you no gaudy numbers as it relates to sacks, but D-Law is going to get home and especially stop the run. Now, there was only one tape last year that I talked really bad about D-Law, and I think it was the Chicago game when he was over pursuit. Remember that? It had Justin Fields getting all of those yards. But outside of that, I don't recall talking really bad about D-Law. And one can argue that me and D-Law, we go way back, like 4 flats on a Cadillac. You know what I mean? And salute to Brandon Tucker, who's been training with D-Law ever since he got here in the league or what have you, and he also been working out with my guy Osa. So B-Tuck, you know who you are. That's one of my guys too, who's been training these guys and making sure that their hand placement and disengagement is there. And we got some things that's working that we gonna present this offseason. A special for all of you all. And salute to my guy Big Game James, because he the one that put me on Brandon Tucker. You see how this thing goes? So we can criticize a player, but don't just take the criticize part and share that and say, hey, this is what Law is saying about XYZ player. Because even when I was Michael Gallup, I was even saying this right here. Gallup, off of his release, he looked like, hey, he slowed up on the route a little bit. Then I did also talk about the fact that with Michael Gallup, he can't high point the ball. I know what he was capable of doing, right? It's not like, and here's the other thing that I got to say this while it's fresh on my mind with Michael Gallup. I'm not gonna beat him up, but what Michael Gallup did was he shot himself when he commented under the video on Instagram. And then he went and doubled up and commented under the video on Twitter about my film breakdown of him not running the route the proper way, right? And then for him to literally 3 months after that to admit that, yeah, he did it wrong. So I'm sitting here like, dude, you don't have to do that, because what people would do is then they would call you soft. They would call you that law done got to you, or law was right, or what have you. It's not about me being right. I want you to be successful. Same thing when we talk to those guys that do the wide receiver coaching stuff or work the wide receiver gurus that's around here in Dallas. I'm never gonna be the dude that say, hey, I know more than these players. I know how to coach up these boys. That's not me. But if it's something that need to be addressed, then I'm gonna talk about it objectively. But what y'all gotta stop doing, that's why I don't tag no players. I'm not out here for no clout. I don't clout chase nobody. I'm telling y'all, when I put out a video, don't y'all be tag snitching. That's what y'all do. Y'all be wanting, y'all was straight up tag snitch a player and say, hey, this is what law said about you, dog. Look at this part. Like, don't tag switch them, snitch them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. So all I can say here is, and I'm not afraid. You know, I'm not afraid of no man walking on his plane to talk about their game. You know, if they want to take it there and they want to fight and do fisticuffs and all of that, boy, Law is going to be a real rich man, because I'm going to be like Charleston White. Well, we suing. Or what was that? Jada said we suing. I'm suing, you know. And I'm going to give me one lick in too, though, by the way. I'm for real. Ain't that right? I got Dr. 210 UN. Talk to me, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix.
Hey, what's going on, brother line Cowboys fans, man? Hey, I got a couple days off, man. I got my students are getting ready to medical students getting ready to take their national board exams here next week.
Oh wow.
I just wanted to call in, man, and just say a couple of things. First of all, you don't owe anyone any explanation about nothing.
There you
just
go.
Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
Just keep doing your thing. You owe no one no explanation. I wanted to say, man, that was a great and wonderful thing you did for the young kid, Jax, man. That there is so awesome, man. You know, with cancer, man, pretty much in kids, you know, it's pretty much like the adults, man. You know, you have you develop a mutation in the
yeah.
Now I'm speaking medical terms.
No, go ahead, give it to him.
You develop a mutation, which is pretty much a change in the DNA sequence of an organism, man.
Right.
So that right there within itself, it's pretty much a DNA replication within your body.
Right.
So and that's with kids and adults, man. But so yeah, that cancer thing is just rough. I mean, I'm not an oncologist. I'm a radiologist. So you know, I know a little bit about it, but that's not my concentration. But
they say that this is a very rare one. Only 20,000 people been diagnosed with it. And it's osteosarcoma. I know I murdered the name, but it's one of those things that they want us to talk about it, so that we can get more and more researchers out there. Now, I do know that there are some holistic approach to it. Whereas, you know, even those like the Dr. Sabis of the world, we got a Yada. Yahweh, it was his name, Yada. I think he's somewhere in the islands or somewhere where he knows where you can go get certain things. But we're trying everything and anything, man, to help this young kid out. But it mutated, and if you look at some of the pictures, you can see that he started off real frail, right? But he got so much fluids in his body now that he expanded. So I'm not, like you said, a medical doctor, but I am a very well spirit guy, you know, and I hope all is well with this guy. And I hope all can, you know, things can change like that, you know. But go ahead.
Yeah. Just keep fighting for him.
Keep fighting.
The man gonna pull it through. He gonna pull it through. But I wanted to just make a couple of comments as it relates to our Cowboys, man. And for the folks that saying that you were just talking about Law, that, as you say, that's bullshit. I'm the one that called in and told Law, and Law even confirmed this with me. D-Law, best game is always against the Giants. That's when it's going to get us sacks.
Yeah.
Now, he's a good run stopper, but sacks, if he can play the doggone Giants every week of the season, D-Law probably leaving the NFL. Because if you go back, history shows it. You go back and look at his games, he has most of his sacks comes against the Giants. But he's a good run stopper. Yep. And I've never, the time that I've listened to you, I've never heard you say anything bad, at least not on the show. I've never heard you say anything bad about D-Law, man. And the next thing, bro, is I just want the team just to be focused, man. Don't listen to what's going on. And this is the main thing. Don't get cute come Sunday. And for me, I think this is the game that you have to give Wanye some playing time for Kurtz, man. And the reason why I say that is because I think, you know, the Eagles, they get Dallas Goedert back. And I don't think Kurtz can't cover him. And I think that was an issue. I can't remember if they had Kurtz or number 2 we have. Well, whoever covered them the last game we played them in Philly, I think he did a number on him. I think they put Bell on him. I think the injury happened when Bell was covering him.
Right.
But you can't get too cute. You have to figure out a way, because at this point, man, I just don't think Kurtz is a good cover as far as covering a pretty good tight end. So I just want them to possibly think about getting Wanye in there, giving him some playing time, especially if Kurtz struggles. But I always tell you, and I tell the fans all the time, when they always say put this person in there, the politics of it is the issue, because most of the time teams are just not going to sit down. And I'm not saying Kurtz is making $7 million a year,
right?
But you got to look at it like, if I'm paying you $7 million a year, more than likely, unless it's an injury, I'm not going to put a doggone guy in the game, even though we know that the other guy's better,
right?
Making vet minimum. That's just not going to happen. That's not business. But a lot of our fans, you know, we always say, and I'm guilty of it as well, man, I would love to see this said player in the game to replace him, but the politics and the business side just doesn't show you that. No,
you're definitely right, man. Hey, Doc, you right on the money with that, Chief. You're right on the money with that.
Unless it's a major injury or something. So Cowboys fans, we just got to hope the best for our team, and I think they're going to do some good things this weekend. Just stay humble, and I think we're going to bring this victory, brother, for sure.
No doubt. Appreciate you, Doc, man.
Okay.
And, hey, enjoy your break, your semi-break, and I hope all of your students pass their test, too, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt.
Take care.
No doubt, man. That's the Caribbean Doc, man. I'm going to say this, man. And like I say, if I offended anyone, I know that most people are battling through other things that's beyond cancer, you know, and we hope that we can find a solution to all of this and find a way to heal everyone, and that's just the bottom line. All right, I got the next caller from the 804. You're live on the Nation, but before we bring you up, I think I missed out on a super chat. And a super chat is brought to you by DJ Chris. Appreciate you, Cruz, for $9.99 for your mind. He says, or he or she says, and I think it's he, says, shout out to all of those who gave. Yes, indeed. Salute to that, man. And I really appreciate that right there, your support, your love, and adulation for the Nation. Brought to you by Prize Picks, the 804. You're live. You lit. Talk to me.
What's going on, Lo?
Nothing much.
Man, 804, how you doing, good brother?
Nothing much, man. 804 gang. What's good with you, man? Talk to me, man.
Hey, man, super excited about this game, man. Like Coach Miles said, we got to play the C, man. We got to stay focused.
Yeah, you got to play the C. Law, you got to play the C. Yeah, that's how deep his voice be.
No, for real. In the be honest, man, the tape don't lie. The tape don't lie. Philadelphia is who we think they is. That's Dak Prescott know exactly who they is. And I want to touch on something. I seen the episode with you and Lloyd Bronson not too long ago. I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
The episode. And he talking about Philly playing man. Man, I bust out laughing.
I wish.
Said, man, I wish they would play man. Man, look, if they play man, you could put the MVP right beside Dak Prescott's name, bro. Yeah. Like, it's over. It's OV. I don't care if they I don't care what they take. None of our key players against their key players on defense, it ain't gonna happen, brother. It's not gonna happen, Lord.
And this is what I say too, man. And there's a difference between someone who watches the tape, right, and study film and break down film as an analyst, right, and there's a difference from someone just being a fan. And when he said that, you know what, Law, I haven't played the game. I never played the game. I'm just a fan of the game, right? So there are some things that they probably don't know, man versus zone reads. If I show him quarters defense, if I show him where the lower third at, where the deep third's at, he probably won't be able to pick it out. So when people, like, it's always funny to me when people say, hey, let's talk real football, right? So when we start talking real X's and O's, right, and we start breaking it down from halves or full or, you know, giving them football context, then they say, well, hey, they try to squeeze up out of there. And what I want people to know that there's a difference. Like my guy, me and Jay Tuck, we was talking about this. Like right now, Jay Tuck, he's considered an analyst, right? Not a content creator. So when they say, hey, talk bad about a certain player, then he got to move differently, right? But when you are, and that's what my guy LB, Lord Brunson now, he's entering into the conversational pool, whereas things that he say now, it brings eyebrows up. Darius Slay is listening. Asante Samuel Sr. is listening now. Now he's getting the brunt of like, oh, damn, Law, these people are now tuning in to what I'm saying. I say, yeah, you better be damn right now, you see, because they're going to hold you more accountable. So these Eagles fans, y'all got to know when people are speaking analytical stuff versus that wee-woo stuff. And those are two different levels of conversation that a lot of people don't want to go down.
No, and they don't want to climb down that rabbit hole because it's look, at the end of the day, the players on the field and the coaching and the scheme, all that stuff matters. Yeah. At the end of the day, look, and the proof is in the pudding, man. The proof is in the pudding. Mike McCarthy got a track record of having a successful quarterback once that system get implemented and once the handcuffs come off, meaning the trust level is all the way there. Look, man, that Mike McCarthy trusts Dak Prescott with his life. And as soon as he took, after 49ers blew the doors off of us, he handed his playbook and offense to Dak Prescott, and he put the team on his back and got total and full command. He even got guys like Aaron Rodgers talking about he's one of the favorites to look at. So I just said that to say this, when people, you know, content creators and stuff like that, when they say things and talking on the side of their neck, you know, you got to really stand on what you're saying. So him talking about playing man defense, bro, you look, you emotional right now, Lord Brunson. There's no way in hell that you mean that. Because all our offensive line do is got to bow up, right, and get back 3 to 4 seconds. Man, he going to pick y'all ass apart. We going to be, man, anybody going to hit that head on the goalpost. Guaranteed. So he don't really mean that, man. And much respect, you know what I'm saying, to Lord Brunson or whatever. But look, much respect, at the end of the day, yeah, man, look, we just got to stay disciplined. We got to stay focused. Like Coach Miles said, just pay the fee. At the end of the day, Philly pride has been hurt. So Philly going to come. They're going to come. They coming. Right. They coming. Like Coach Miles said, they coming. But if we can weather that storm and stick to what we do, because what we do is win. We put up 40 points at home. That's what we do. It's just check the tape. You think I'm lying, just look at the tape. So at the end of the day, we weather that storm. We take that punch across the chin that they're going to hit us with. And, I think we beat them by at least 14 to 17 points. Because we're going to get away from them. Yeah. Once we weather it, man, as long as we can stay focused, stay disciplined, we got it, man. That's it. No pre-stop penalties, no bullshit. Just stay focused, stick to your game plan, stick to your guns. I guarantee you we beat this team, man. And it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty, too, because of 3 or 4 letter network. Philly, this is, man, I can't wait, man. I'm just sitting back smiling like, y'all don't know, bro. We a different team, bro.
Different team, man.
Just cut the tape off. Just cut the tape off. And, Lord, I'm going to let you go, right? This is the last thing I want to say. I know the Dallas Cowboys are a different team, right? Because every tomato can team that we played, we blew the doors off them. And in the past and previous regimes, we played down to that competition. So that's letting me know, man, we a different goddamn football team. I don't care who you line up in front of us.
Say it with your chest.
You got to play to our standard. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So
hell yeah, man.
It is what it is, man.
Yes, indeed, man. My goodness, man. Appreciate you, man, from the 804. That's my guy. So, look, man, if y'all could do me a huge favor, let's take a like break, man. Y'all hit that like button, man, because, you know, got to keep this engagement up. If y'all can share this content, let's go, man. Come on, man. Let me hit that. Y'all got to hit that like, man. Hit the likes. You got to get at least 10 more likes up in this thing before we keep going. Come on. There we go. There we go. I knew y'all had it in you. I knew y'all had it in you. Come on. Hit the over likes. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for y'all help and y'all support. Got to get to this other super chat from Ishu. I don't know how to say that last one, man. You know, I got hooked on phonic eyes, bro. But you said, how can the Cowboys game plan against the Niners? Well, Ishu, there's tape out there. There's information out there on how to slow down the Niners. They do play a zone cover like a quarters defense, 2 high safeties. You're going to have to impress them to get those doggone safeties down. How do you get the safeties down? Run the ball. Run the ball. You're going to have to run the ball, attack C-gap, get to the edge, get that safety off the roof, let my guy Fred Warner attack to the ball, and then when you get the play action established, you got to cut them and cut them when it hurts. Hit them where it hurts too. Score early and often, and then you got to rattle Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is really nice with his delivery of the ball. He knows where he's going with the ball, etc. So you're going to have to really do that, ladies and gentlemen, in order to slow down those 49ers. But we will see them when we see them. I got the 717. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
What's up, Law? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, fam. I can hear you.
Hey, as Cowboys fans, do you remember, where I'm going with this? There was one of the, I forget what show it was, but they referenced this. Was it David or Derek Carr came out, and he's catching all of this flack for this. But someone brought this up, and I thought about it. I was like, okay, this is true. So remember those first 2 years or 3 years with RG3 with the option stuff, and it was like, kind of came in, like, not set the league on fire, but it was like, oh, how do you stop this guy? Then there was that point of regression.
Right.
Where obviously he got hurt there at the tail end, but where I'm going with that is in regards to the Eagles, why I'm not worried about that is I think the Niners showed that last week, and that was a reason why Jalen Hurts got benched in Alabama. They made him sit back there and had 15, 20 seconds to throw the ball, and he couldn't do it. And then if you compare, and I get into these debates with people about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott didn't have success off the RPO. Dak Prescott, when he came into the league, had success off of dropping back and throwing the ball. And it just gets me with the Eagles fans and the Jalen Hurts stuff. Like, I will give them their flowers because they have won, but I don't think they have won in spite of him. I think they've had good breaks and stuff as far as this year goes by. So I'm not worried about this game coming up because, as they say, it's a copycat league. And I think eventually all of that stuff in regards to that offense-related stuff is going to catch up to them. Because if his numbers are down because of he can't run the RPO, well, that's why he got benched in Alabama.
Who was the quarterback they had drafted in 2016? What was his name?
Tua.
No. I'm talking about the Eagles.
No,
what was his name?
that was Hurts, correct?
No. In 16.
No. When?
Carson, right? Is Hurts?
Yeah.
Has Hurts ever played to a level of Carson's? You know what I'm saying? Wentz, and I'm not, and hear me out, I'm not beating him up with this, but I'm talking about to the levels of what he did in his MVP run. Have Hurts played to that degree? I don't think he has.
Just sitting back there.
From a natural way of throwing the ball, from the natural way of throwing the ball. Has Hurts ever played? Cause
I don't think so.
You don't think so because people will say otherwise, right? People say, well, no, Hurts is just better, Law. You know, don't do that to us, you know. But when I pull up the stats or what have you, look, he had 3,296 yards, 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. I don't think Hurts will ever play up to that particular level, right? 33 passing touchdowns, right? And 7 INTs.
I completely agree.
You completely agree with me, right? So you don't take that as, you know, because, you know, Philly fans going to say, well, Law is hating, right? So what I'm saying here is that we seen this story before, right? That all of a sudden, whoever the quarterback for the Eagles, he's somehow the greatest quarterback of all time. And granted, you know, we had to fight through that all times, even here in Dallas. You know, hey, man, Carson Wentz, man, you put him on the Cowboys, he would do X, Y, and Z things. So you were right. If teams literally say, all right, Hurts, well, what we going to do is we drop 6 and 7. We drop 6 and 7 and force you to throw into that. He gonna throw some picks, dog. I don't think that he can go through that particular situation. Yeah. I don't think he can carve teams up in zone. So I think that Hurts is a real nice quarterback. Not to beat him up, shout out to him, but he is a quarterback that's gonna go through his one progression. And if that's not there, he's going to dump it off or run. And there's nothing wrong with that. They are able to win. But when more and more teams get tape on that, they're going to take that away. And now how you going to win the game? So that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Right, and that's what I meant, Law. And, again, I totally agree. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is a bad player, but like the dynamic they used with RG3, it made sense. Because if you look at RG3's numbers that first rookie year where – people had a hell of a time stopping the guy with that RPO, run pass option, and then the second year, the numbers were not the same. And if you look at Hurts from, you know, really full-time starter last year, this year, obviously they're not even close. And then the other thing that gets me with Eagles fans, and I only seen this the other day, if you look at Dak Prescott's, and you probably already know this stuff, Law, because you're a Cowboys content creator, I didn't realize Dak's rookie year numbers were pretty darn close to Hurts's quote-unquote MVP season last year.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at them across the board, they're not like he blew that out of the water. And again, back to the RG3 thing, like, I think that's a fair comparable example. Like, if you go back and look at RG3 stats, again, I know it's rookie season, so fine, but teams had film on that, and they said, okay, well, you know what? You're not gonna run that RPO. We're gonna make you sit back there and go through that. And if you look at Hurts's stuff coming out of the draft, that's why he got benched in Alabama, because they could only run that stuff so many times, and it didn't work.
What was Griffin's rookie year? Was it 2012?
I believe so.
All right, let me pull that up. Man, boy, you cooking with some doggone fire, boy. All right, so I got it up here. So this is his rookie year. He had basically 3,195 yards, 20 touchdowns, passing, 5 interceptions that year. Let me see how many rushing touchdowns he had. I don't know if they calculated that. He had a
solid year for a rookie.
Yeah. And I don't think rushing touchdowns, he had 9. So yeah, man, dog, you right on the money with it. So total of 29 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Yeah, I mean, and we're not taking that away from Hurts, like you said, boy. But you cooking with some grease. I never even thought about bringing up RG3 into the mix.
That's why when people are like, because here's the other thing, Law, real quick, is why people say this is a must-win for Dallas. It's a must-win for the Eagles. Here's why. Hurts is not capable, and again, I'm not saying he's not a bad quarterback. I do not think he's capable of elevating others. Look, Goddard goes out. Play calling's different. Now look at the drop-off in play. It's not the same.
Right. You're right, man. You know, it's crazy.
and so this year, if they don't hit this year, A.J. Brown and Michael Irvin brought this up. A.J. Brown, if you notice, when things aren't going right, starts to get upset. And again, if you take those toys away, it's not there. But again, the RG3 thing really blew my mind because I went and looked at it. I was like, that is so spot on. The turnovers went up for RG3. All of a sudden there was this dysfunction with the offense, and things went downhill because people took away that simple run pass option related stuff. Not that it's simple, but it's not Law. It's not like Law where he's lining up against, you know, some of the creative it's not like the Kyle Shanahan stuff where it's like he lines up out of this same formation but runs 8 different plays out of it.
Right.
And the RG3 thing, like when you go back and look at those numbers, I'm like, man, I can remember that as a Cowboys fan. Then in year 2, it was like, well, no one had any idea how to stop this. And then in year 2, it was like, well, this doesn't look so special anymore. And then I find it interesting. People want to, again, they want to forget things conveniently for Dak Prescott earlier in the year. Like Joy Taylor, who I think has the worst takes on all of sports, wants to reference, and LaShawn McCoy, who's the ultimate Eagles everything, they want to reference Hurts's beginning and Dak's beginning in regards to the start of the year, but they will, of course, add in there, oh, well, Hurts had a different coordinator. Well, so does Dak. Different offense.
Yeah.
Totally different offense in regards to what they want to run. But no, when I went back, if you really look at the numbers from RG3, that year where he set everything on fire, because I remember that rookie year, it was impressive. And then the second year, it is so comparable in regards to Jalen Hurts and like almost every single manner, from like turnovers, yards per attempt, passer rating, because people had film on that. And I think the Cowboys this week will use that. I really, truly do. Yeah. And Eagles fans don't want to hear this, but give it 2 or 3 more years and 2 or 3 more coordinators, and the Eagles are going to be right where they were with the Carson Wentz stuff. Oh, is this the right guy? Is it this? Because you're already hearing rumblings of stuff with the coordinators and the coaches. I just, again, want to know if Hurts is really that guy, then it really shouldn't matter in regards to coordinators. So
you're right. You're right.
That's when I go back to Eagles fans.
No doubt.
And RG3 stats.
And call it hate all you want, but they are about to eliminate that tush push, and to be fair, he do have 12 touchdowns this year rushing, right? You know, so if they're going to eliminate that's going to be another challenge that he's going to have to overcome. I'm not going to beat him up, but I'm just going to say right now, from a pure football quarterback perspective, man, it's not looking too good for him if he don't fool around and finish out these last few games too, and now that they got tape on him. But I appreciate you for calling in, Chief.
Yeah, of course, man. I just figured I'd throw that dynamic out there. It seemed like it catch some steam, and I was like, man, I never thought about the RG3 set the year on fire dynamic to the second. Because if you go look, Law, I know you're a big analytics guy. They're the same, and it's a very odd, scary way. So if I was an Eagles fan, I'd be a little worried about that.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. Good call from him, man. Yep, that's a good call from him, man. And I know it's going to go in one ear and going to go out the other, but it's just what it is, man. Got a super chat break. Appreciate y'all so much, man. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me pull up the super chats, and I thank y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all support with everything. Let's bump it up just a little bit more, though. All right. Iceberg Q. Hey! The old school outro music theme. I feel you, bro. Hey, gotta bring stuff back sometime. East Chew says, Law, what is your prediction for the Cowboys-Eagles game? I think we would score anywhere between 30 and 35, and they would score anywhere between 17 and 24. That should be the final score. So 30 to 35 will be probably the range of what we're going to score, and 17 to maybe 24 will be the range of what they score. Now, if our defense playing that crazy stuff like we did against the Seattle Seahawks, this will be an ultimate shootout type of game, and I can see a shootout thing. Why do Law see a shootout? I don't see a shutout by their team because of their DBs are very sus. They are 29th in total coverages, 31st in man-to-man defense. So when LB said, hey, let me have my DBs play man-to-man, give me Bradbury on man-to-man. Shoot, give me Slay all day on man-to-man. And let that safety over the top, let one of them come down inside. Shoot. You give a single high safety look man-to-man to this particular quarterback, I ain't hyping. I'm just telling y'all for what it is. It's going to be a long night for the Eagles, man, on Sunday Night Football. I got 757. You're live on the Nation. Then we had the 410. 757, talk to me.
Lord is Banks, man. Oh, you done took me out to Lord, man.
Man, I see Banks down there, but I didn't know whether or not I wanted to say that name, man. But Banks, man, you live, man. Talk to me, bro.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I ain't called in, man. I've been listening though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, man. As far as I don't really want to speak on the offense.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they do their thing. I feel like they will. Defensively, though. I want Dan Quinn to. I'm hoping he mix up his looks, man. And I mean, he don't really have to get too cute. You know, I kind of hope he don't get too cute, especially with the kind of the cover 3 stuff, man. You know, I kind of like the people been saying. I kind of want to kind of model our game plan, kind of what the 49ers did, man. Is they just rush forward and make Jalen think. But I do think they're going to try to run the ball more this game. I seen something saying about about them running the ball more. Everybody want to run the ball more, so they might try to run the ball more this game. But I just don't want it to get too cute, man. Plus defense, I hope defense kind of have where it really is a bounce back game, man. Defense as a whole, Deron Bland, Bland kind of been struggling the last 2 games, and I just kind of hope they bounce back, man. And but hopefully, Dan Quinn put something together, man, for them boys. Kind of just get back on track, man.
Yeah.
So, this is just kind of what I'm looking at this game. For the defense, man. Offense, just keep calling it. I believe in Mike and Dak, to keep it going, man. So. We're not the same team. We're not the same team they seen last time they see, especially offensively. I feel like offensively we're not the same team. We've grown since then, and that's one thing. You look at the national media, all the Eagles. They talk about the close games. They talk about how they they're gonna be angry this week, and it's a eye-opening game. I'm like, they should have been angry. I remember a few weeks ago. When the Redskins was lighting them up, and I seen like guys like Slay say, "Oh, we're gonna be better, and fix stuff," and it still hasn't gotten right. And my argument has been, it's just the Eagles. One thing the difference between the Eagles and the Cowboys been this year. The Cowboys have grown. We have grown as a team. We have gotten better. We have worked on the things from earlier this year that we were struggling at. We have gotten better at. On both sides. The Eagles have been the same all year. It's just who they are, and that's my honest opinion and how I feel. And that we can see that they're the same team all year. The defense has not got better. No matter how much they say they're gonna work on it, it's still the same. You know what I mean? They're still giving up a bunch of yards.
They are.
The offense don't look like it did last year, so it's not gonna change, man. We almost we got 5 more games to go. 4 more games to go. So at this point in the season, it kind of just is what it is. But I do really feel like I feel confident about this and that we can go ahead and get this win, man. As long as we keep it clean, keep the penalties down, and things of that nature, man. But
hey, man, Banks, man. Hey, you right on the money with that, man. And keep those penalties down, and just be that driving force, man, to solidify things on the offense. Like I said, we are more concerned about the defensive side of the coin than the actual offense, and that's a good feeling, though. At the end of the day, especially at the crib, we got a lot of things to fight for. Like I said, this crazy record of 21-0 on turf, and then 14-0 at the crib. Let's make it 15 and get this momentum going. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
That's a good call from Banks, man. Cowboys Banks, by the way. All right, so the next caller is 410. Jump on in. And Dak Delusional, just let me know of the first 3 numbers of your call, and then we will put you to the front of the line, and we will let you speak for 1 minute uninterrupted, man, about, Dak Prescott and this whole team, because I want to hear your objective analysis and your points with that. And I won't even interrupt you, man, for those who think that law like to interrupt people and not give them time to shine. But speaking of that, I got the 410. You in this joint. Talk to me. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. 410, you're in. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the order. We got VIP $100,000 and is it John Riverside? So go with the VIP. You're live.
Law and VIP, baby. Law. The reason why the Mocs got Darius, he's part of the Slurpees, Law. They lucky I ain't no damn Moc, Law. There won't be no goddamn Riverside John. There would be no
Wait a minute now.
Darius the Slurpee. There would be no Brandon the Gulp, no Gag Order. All of y'all be Moc. If I was, Law, I need to be a Moc.
Oh man, no, man. That's the problem right there. Y'all be kicking these people out. Let them talk, man. Football's supposed to be about that. As long as they ain't talking about, personal attack and doxing people, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, then let them talk, man. And repeating of the doggone same phrase again. Come on. Let them talk, bro. Come on, man.
I want to hear this
snipe
clown. The Dak. What is he? The Dak? Whatever. Dak. I want to get in a ring with everybody that don't like Dak. Line them up. I want Darius. I want Brandon. I want this new clown. I want Riverside John. Give me them all. Put them in a ring with me, Law. I'm so done with you. Yo, why are they on our nation, Law? Why are they here?
Man, you skip past Grand Theft Auto 6. You on Grand Theft Auto 10 over here, bro. Come on, man.
Damn, Law, I'm like, I don't understand, Law. Like, we can't even get to Law. I remember my mother gave me a book. It was by the Art of War, Sun Tzu, and it'd be at a highlight in that book. She said, in the book, it said, you have to know you won the battle before you even got to the battle, Law.
Yeah.
Before you got to the battle, bro, he already won it in his head.
Book.
So how are we talking ourselves out of my quarterback right now? The quarterback that you're bashing is 5th in the league. 5th in the league in passing yards, and he sat out 4 quarters in a row.
Yeah, you
so
right.
What are we talking, Law? My wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, is 2nd right now, Law.
Yeah, break it down like a fraction.
So what are we talking?
Yeah, keep breaking it down, boy. You got some heat action, man. God, dog, boy.
So, Lord, when I hear him going at my quarterback, like I'm curious to, are they watching the same game I'm watching, more? Mm-hmm. My quarterback right now is the most cerebral quarterback. Is the closest thing to Peyton Manning on the football field right now. No pause.
True. I like the Peyton Manning reference or what have you. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, Law. Before I get out of here, there's a couple of things I want to get at because I know DQ, and I'm hoping DQ looks in the mirror and says this to himself. Who puts me in the best position to win? Lord, we have 2 players right now that are our future I think we're hindering their future. Right now, I see Bell
and Wanye as our future.
Yeah, they are
That's
the future.
Our future. We don't have to go in the off season and do nothing reckless. We got Overshawn. We have Lord. I think we have the play. I think we need to get one more thumper in the off season and in the middle of the linebacker. Other than that, Lord, I think we Gucci. I just think we gotta get past this nepotism and the favoritism, Lord.
Yeah,
I don't get it, man.
Yeah. I think my guy Foot's already working on some linebackers that's in the draft. He talking about some kid from Kentucky. I can't wait to just when draft season do come, I'm gonna be looking at some linebackers. But we hope Overshawn, when he gets available, maybe he can be that guy for us down the line. But yeah, linebacker play is one of the things that we'll be looking at during this off season, bro. I appreciate you for calling in. And Brandon said she want to subscribe to you. She said she will subscribe to you, bro. So let her know where she can find and follow you at.
It is the All Love Show VIP on YouTube. I've been waiting to get my joint started because Law has inspired me. So you can follow me in the Slurpees. Slurpees, you follow me too. Because I want a direct contact. Law, I want these kids lined up, Law. Line them up. Line up. Riverside John, Brandon, the no gag order. All of them, Law. I want my full. Make sure all these kids don't grow, Law.
No doubt, man. Appreciate your VIP. Let me hear you say it, man.
How about damn Cowboys? We gonna put up 50 on these e-girls, Law. 50.
Hey, man. Every time, man, y'all ever get a chance to look at this dude, man, you know, we need a spot where we can kick it, a spot where we belong. You know what I'm saying? Tired of getting chased by the police and arrested, you know? Hey, man, this dude Thug Mansion all the way, bro. And it's crazy. It's crazy because he's going to always remember anybody who talk ill will of Dak Prescott. He going to remember them. He going to write them down, you know. Law, you better stop talking bad about my quarterback. Hey, come on, man. Even me. So, yeah, he ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting, yeah, y'all already know. I can't say the rest of it. $100,000 with the plan. You know what's good with you, man?
I'm good, my guy. What's up with you, man?
Man, all is well. Can't complain. Bro, talk to me, man.
Hey, listen, man. We going to put up 40 on them boys, man. It's going to be embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be embarrassing, and we're going to take their heart, and it's going to be a spiral. And then it's going to be a spiral after we take what's left of what the 49ers took from them. Back to back, getting 40 points put on you.
Thrashing.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We play different at the crib, man. When you come to the crib, you better come win it, because we're not playing.
Yeah.
That's the standard that has been set.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy set that standard at the crib. When they come to the crib, they're not winning no games. And not only are they not winning no games, they're getting embarrassed.
Well, last time we had that was Jimmy Johnson era. Can you imagine? At the crib.
It's happening now.
It's happening now, though, you know?
Now.
Can you imagine, man? Well, we imagining. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
It's happening. What'd you say, man? Manifestation, right? Yeah.
Manifestation.
It's happening now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, listen, man. We got the blueprint against Hurts. Don't blitz him.
Yeah.
You don't blitz him. He doesn't have the arm accuracy to carve us up like Dak Prescott. Don't blitz Dak and see what happens to you. see what happens. Hurts don't have the accuracy.
Yeah.
He'll throw a pick. Glenn gonna get a pick. He gonna get a pick too. Watch.
Right.
Watch.
Right.
Because we're not gonna blitz him, so he's gonna be forced to throw, and you know he's gonna be forced to run and not be. He ain't gonna pick nothing up. But he's not running because of that injury.
Right now, they got
is bad for him.
They got a whole crew of everyone in Eagles world saying run the ball. They want them to run the ball with Swift.
Hurts or run the ball with Smith.
Swift They want to run the ball with Swift, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, Scientific. You know, my guy A to Z Sports Dallas guy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But law. We get up 14, you gonna run the ball? We get up 14, you running the football if you the Eagles. No.
No.
That game plan is over with. Law, that's the scenario. Watch and see. Law, we gonna score a touchdown. We not gonna blitz Hurts, 3 and out. We come back, score another touchdown. That's game.
Yeah. Gang.
That's game because you're not gonna be able to run the football, and we're not gonna blitz Hurts, and he can't carve us up. 40 burger, man. About 40 to like 17, maybe 40 to 20. They might get the 20. But I see 41-17, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Watch and see, dog.
Hey, bro.
I'm telling you right now, and it's going to check. The whole national media is going to be like, oh, we saw this from the Eagles. We saw the tanks. And what are the Eagles going to do? And the problem is for the Eagles, Law, they don't got no bye week to correct things like we did. There's nothing they can do now.
Nothing they can do, bro. Man, hey, I'm going to write that down, 40-17. If that hit, man, I got something for you, man. I'm just going to say that right now. Appreciate you calling in, bro.
All right, my boy.
That's my guy right there.
What more do you want from me?
That $100,000 right there with the play. All right, as promised, man, I got from the 240. This should be Dak Delusional. You're live on the nation, man. You've been elevated. Talk to us, man, uninterrupted. First and foremost, before you go, are you a Cowboy fan or what are you? I need to know, bro.
I'm a true long-time Cowboy fan.
All right, true long-time Cowboy fan. So I'm going to give you the floor uninterrupted as promised. Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
All right, first of the debate was Gallup was playing on a completely torn ACL. No football is playing on a completely torn ACL. Once that ACL go out, he's grabbed his knee, and he's not coming back in the game. Now, second, I can give Dak credit right now. He's playing like long-time true Cowboy fan, been asking for the longest time. We just call haters. We just wanted to see what he was doing against Seahawks. He just got to keep it up. Now, before, he wasn't playing that way. So we're going to give him his credit right now. Just keep it up. That's basically all I got to say right about it.
Well, so that's all you had to say. You talked about Michael Gallup with his ACL, and you said that he wasn't playing on a torn ACL?
That was the debate we was having just now. Yeah, he wasn't playing on a torn ACL.
Well, he was
torn ACL.
He recovered from that, and of course there will be some slowness to that. There's only one player in history I think that will fall under Adrian Peterson, who came back like nothing slowed him down, and God don't make too many of them guys. Go ahead.
No, David J. and a couple of others in the shop was saying when he tore his ACL in that game, he was already playing on a completely torn ACL. And they were jumping on me, and I was saying you cannot play.
Oh, okay. You can have a bruised ACL, MCL, where it's just slightly torn but not all the way ripped, and then they can elevate it up to a complete torn. Sometimes they would advise you like a PCL. Remember, not Dak Prescott, but I think Ezekiel Elliott. He played on a bruised PCL when they said it was slightly torn. If you zoom all the way in, of course, you can have that. And we've seen even Dalton Schultz last year played on a bruised PCL as well. So, and I know ACL and PCL, we talking about those tendons and, and all of that stuff that connected to the bone, and it prevents that. I'm going to get into my medical bag, that synovial fluid. That synovial fluid that keeps everything lubricated between the joints. Sometimes it will prevent that to build up, and then you will have frictions, and frictions also cause pains, and pains also will cause a complete tear or break. So, yeah, I feel you on that. And some people can actually, even with your Achilles, some people can say that you can hear pop, even with those things when it's bruised. So, but not to get into a medical aspect talking to you, Talk to me about Dak Prescott. Are you the same person that be in the comments talking about that you would take Daniel Jones over Dak Prescott? Because I think you and I had that conversation, you know.
Oh yeah, I said that at the time.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, now I got a slight photographic memory. So go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, I'm not backing down that because Daniel Jones had done just as much as Dak with less. Daniel Jones went to the playoffs and went just as further as Dak with a way lesser team. Nobody's playing good with the Giants as quarterback now.
Well, DeVito right now. No. Right now, he's averaging about 290 to 315 yards with a passer rating of 114. And it is not Daniel Jones' fault that they had Jason Garrett for a majority of his years over there as a coordinator too, right? And on top of that, with Daniel Jones, they had their mishap with coaching. I get all of that. But 9 times out of 10, you seeing what Kadarius Toney is doing over there in Chiefs land. He was a number 1 wide receiver or a wide receiver that was drafted in the first round. And how come Daniel Jones, who was a first-round draft pick, couldn't get that chemistry going? He also had a tight end that was drafted early in the rounds, and he have a real good offensive line that's right there with him. So how come Daniel Jones don't have the recipe or the resume now?
Daniel Jones' resume in the playoffs is just as good as Dak, basically.
Right
Dak
now,
got one more playoff win. Daniel Jones did with Dak. When have Dak ever been to the playoffs without a top 10 defense? Well,
to be fair, in the last 10 years, Jimmy Garoppolo got more playoff wins than anybody in the NFC East or NFC. So do that make him a good quarterback? He outperformed even Aaron Rodgers. Do that makes him a good quarterback? Would you like to have Jimmy Garoppolo if we're gonna only look at playoff situations on this particular team or any team? Would you pick Jimmy Garoppolo over Dak Prescott right now?
Right now, no.
No. But if you're using the argument with playoff situation, that will kind of obscure a lot of things, right?
It's not just playoffs. When I say I would take Daniel Jones over Dak, it's because I can see Daniel Jones doing more with less than Dak. Dak basically needs everything perfect. He needs a top 5 or the best of everything, top 10. Dak finally played the game under pressure, and he played the whole game and made plays that was needed. We haven't seen that from Dak in his whole career, basically.
So by Dak Prescott, he's way north of being above 600 in his win-to-loss ratio. Is that valid point? Yes or no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going? Okay.
And when you saying that we haven't seen Dak Prescott, before he inherited this particular team, this team was a losing team based off of 2015. Is that correct?
They can have Ezekiel Elliott in 2015.
Yeah. They didn't have Ezekiel Elliott as well. So I know that there could be some missing gray areas there. But since 2016 to now, Dak Prescott on this particular team, being inherited with this particular team, how many losing seasons have we had? If that's the argument. None.
Other than the 2020 season, but
outside of 2020 we did, and then even then he was on pace of shattering a whole bunch of records. So so you gave me 2020, so 2021 coming off of a bone breaking through the skin, pierced out on the doggone leg, right? And now we supposed to look at Dak Prescott like that season was a wash. 2021, was that a good season? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
So would you want Daniel Jones then? Do you think Daniel Jones will throw for 3,234 yards in 2021 with this particular team, 26 touchdowns and 6 interceptions?
He might not have thrown for that many yards, but he would have made it up in his run with his running.
With his running? Okay. All right. So
Daniel Jones is an elite running quarterback too.
All right, so Dak Prescott also had 2 touchdowns running the ball in that year. And on top of that, are you aware of Daniel Jones' stats in 2021? And I know that he played on a different kind of caliber team, but Dak Prescott, that's not his fault. I don't think that most people will make the argument that they want Daniel Jones right now or any time of Daniel Jones' career over Dak Prescott because of his completion percentages is way down. Because of his quarterback passer rating is way down from Dak Prescott. Anything that have to do with absolutely throwing the ball is far off from what Dak Prescott is doing. That's all I'm saying with this. So when I ask you, all right, cool, what quarterback would you want outside of Dak Prescott? I remember vividly in that chat area, you said that you want a quarterback that can stand tall in the pocket, that can make the throws when necessary, right? That can compete through all of those things and sift through all of that. So right now, you the GM of all 31 teams or 32 teams right now, and you the GM of the Dallas Cowboys, and you have the option to move on from Dak Prescott. Who are you going to go get? Who do you want?
Who's out there? You got to give me who's out there. Who can I get?
That's the argument that you made. I'm saying that I got mine. I got Dak Prescott. Who do you want?
I can even say Mahomes.
Well, he's not available. He's over there at Chiefs. Who do you want that's open on the free market right there? And I'm not trying to move the debate, but I'm just trying to let you know that the things that you want is just like what my daughter. Sometimes she be wanting. I gave her $40 on Roblox, right? I'm just talking to you casually. You know what I'm saying? I gave her $40 on Roblox. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then I told her, hey, baby, be careful with this money because once it's gone, you don't get no more now. You know, I'm giving you this $40 for the week. So she came back to me just the next day talking about, Daddy, can I get more? I said, no, I already gave you what you wanted. So right now, that what you want is no more available. Who do you want?
Right. That's the thing. Right now, there's nobody out there. This same question is asking free agent come draft time. It's a different story. Come draft time, I could have said C.J. Stroud. Free agent time, I could have said Tom Brady.
All right, so what would it have took you to get CJ? So we want to use CJ as the guy that would have been able to alleviate all of this, right? So in order for you to move up from the 26th or the 27th pick, y'all?
Giving up a first this year and a first next year. But
that wouldn't have been enough, man. Or 2 firsts for this year, next year. That wouldn't have been enough, man, to move up. And you still had to pay Dak Prescott. We talking about within. Now I know your name is Dak Delusional, but I don't want you to be delusional. I want you to give me some football information, bro. And I'm gonna give you some time. So go ahead. Speak to me on who do you want to be the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys for the 2020 for the remainder of this season and next year?
Well, the remainder of the season is Dak, of course.
Dak, of course.
Next season, yes, because he's there now. You can't get nobody else right now. Well, you got Trey Lance, but Trey Lance is not in the offensive system right now. Next year, you got Trey, competition. You drive somebody, you got free agents. Because I still say any quarterback basically do what Dak's doing with all the protection all the time, with the players he got around him and everything else. He's doing nothing special nobody else can do.
Do you know where we ranked at pass rush win rate last year on this offensive line? Do you know where we were ranked?
That's a flawed stat, computer generated. It doesn't account for everything. I go by sacks. How many sacks did they give us?
All right. And how many did they give us? Educate us on that one.
I don't know the exact number right now.
Did you know 4 out of the 5 guys were rotated like musical chairs on that offensive line last year?
And they still had good pass protection. They still
according to who? According to you? So you can put any quarterback. Okay. So any quarterback. So you with the belief that if we were to continue with even Cooper Rush, we would have still finished the season 12-5 last year and at least won a playoff game. And probably would have won the 49ers game as well, right, with Cooper Rush.
Correct. I really won the game with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush went overthrew and underthrew all those wide receivers we had in the 49ers game for touchdown.
Well, you know, you missing out on your calling, Dak Delusional, because 32 teams passed up on Cooper Rush during this offseason. He was a free agent. Nobody picked up the phone and called Cooper Rush, the Rush family, and brought him in at least for even a cup of coffee. They didn't even bring him in. So all 32 teams passed up on him. He was on the open market. Somebody should have said, you know what? This dude, Dak Delusional, they could have just at least called you so you can bring this dude in, because people are not seeing the same thing on tape, bro. They are not.
You also realize 31 teams pass up on Dak 3 times in the draft.
Yeah, but it's not as many times as Rush though. Not as many times as Rush.
We can do this dancing around thing. But
what? Yeah, but what? I'll tell you what. I got $250,000 in the bank. So you mean to tell me if I call up and I say Dak Prescott on the free market right now, I bet you $250,000. I put my house on the market right now. You think 31 other teams will pass up on Dak right about now?
No, because the stats he accumulated with the Cowboys. Everybody's going to say, a lot of teams are going to say I can work with him.
But they don't want to work with Cooper Rush, who could ultimately been a 12-5 quarterback with a 2 playoff win, could have took the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Come on, man, I got Land on the Moon for sale, bro. I get that you don't like Dak Prescott. Go ahead.
So you compare Dak to Cooper Rush. You do realize that Cooper Rush turned down the Raiders job. He didn't get on the plane. He was supposed to be set to go to the Raiders, right? You forgot that part, right?
Why did he stay? 32 teams passed up. Give me the information on that. Why did he pass up on the Raiders? Why did it make breaking news? See, man, boy, you got a lot of quiet pause in this, man. It don't feel comfortable for you, bro. You're in the hot seat, and I feel you, Dak Delusional. That's your thoughts every game after a win or lose. You talk bad about the quarterback or the team. Did you enjoy any win this year?
I don't talk about Dak bad all
man,
the time.
Look, they got you on screen captures, man.
Good against Seahawks.
He did play good, or that was just last week. So he just not starting to play good.
Dak played well against the Seahawks.
That was just last week.
He did his job as a quarterback.
Did he do his job? And when did he didn't do his job this year?
Against a good team. I mean, the rest of them teams, I don't even count them. Them little scrub teams, bad defenses, injured defenses. The defense carried the team to most of those games.
Which team? Which game?
What did Dak do?
What game? What game? Break it down.
We need him against Chicago.
Okay, he definitely didn't deliver in that game, right? Are you gonna measure 8 years of Dak Prescott versus the Cardinals?
That's what he's been doing for 8 years.
He's been playing like that against the Cardinals for 8 years, and he somehow got a contract for $160 million because that's how he looked as a quarter. Come on, man. Don't look, man. I feel you, man. I understand your hate, and I know it more so come from our inability to lift up a Lombardi trophy in the last 28 years. And I get it. You've been indoctrinated with the 4-letter and the 3-letter network. I get all of that. But at this time, bro, you can chill out and relax. We may not win every game, but the part of being a fan is rolling with your team and not ducking and hiding as soon as you hear the gun get all locked up over here. So all I can say is, bro, I really appreciate you. I thank you for your engagement. I thank you for commenting. I thank you for calling in right now. And, hey, I'm going to give you a round of applause. I'm going to let you have the final word on this. Give him a round of applause, y'all. What's your final word, Dak Delusional? What's your final word?
Like I said, right now, Dak is playing well. He's doing his job.
Hey.
I'm not saying keep it up, because in the past, under pressure, when it was needed for him to make the plays, he haven't came up with those plays. Right now, he's doing it.
You can't take that away from him. That's good stuff, man. I appreciate you, Dak Delusional. Thank you, man. Hey, on another word, I'm going to jot your number down. Maybe we can call and have a cup of coffee, and maybe we can get your real name instead of being Dak Delusional. Come on, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
I hope it's an NFC Championship game.
Hey, we all hope. All of us over here with the silver and blue hope the same thing, bro. But we don't have any control of the outcome of the game. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Yeah. And I try to be nice because, if I go too much in the deep end, y'all say that Law Nation is abusing the guy. But I really understand that this man is coming from a dark place. And it's not healthy. It's unsafe for those people to look into those things. When we bring up Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, for all of these years they were here, and Bill Parcells was the only hope, the shred of hope that we got. And for us to go from there to Wade Phillips and then to Jason Garrett, it's unrealistic for us to say, yeah, man, we're going to go to the Super Bowl winning. But we as fans, we all sitting there like, oh, Cowboys, we didn't turn in our doggone stars and our silver and blue. We still rooted for this team. But Dak Prescott had nothing to do with that. He's been here for 8 seasons. Yes, it haven't been to where we went to Super Bowl within those confines of 8 years. But the first 4 years, God dog, we still had Jason Garrett. Where's Jason Garrett head coach job at now? Who's banging on the table for Jason Garrett? Matter of fact, not to beat up my guy Jason Garrett, who's banging on the table for Scott Linehan? And they got 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door with Kellen Moore right now. And I get it, man. We all angry and upset. But right now is not the time to be. All right, we got another cup. Boy, we cooking with grease today, baby. I got my guy Riverside, man, from the 951. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, dog. Talk to me.
We cooking with grease, Law?
Man, we're cooking with grease, some canola oil, and what they say, use coconut oil now, all of it, bro. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
Hey, man, I really wanted to just get on here, have a good time with you, talk about some certain issues and stuff like that, but I hear my name come up a few times while I'm listening to your show, and I'm like, man, why can't I just, get on the show, listen to Law, and get some wisdom, but I keep hearing my name from this guy MVP, man. I don't know what. Is he healthy? Is he all right? I don't know what's going on, man. So, I gotta respond back to him, before I go into my monologue, bro. This guy, first of all, I will never subscribe to MVP's YouTube channel. I mean, this guy is terrible. I mean, you can't say nothing about Dak Prescott. And this guy is gonna lose it. You know what I mean? He keep bringing up me and Brandon, and all this gay stuff. I don't know why he's so infatuated with talking about, gay stuff. I don't know what's his issue with gay. He might be gay. I don't know what his issue is, but and then he talking about getting in the ring and all of that, man. Come on, man. He just sound like an internet thug, man. Just come on here, give your take, bro, and that's it, bro. Leave everybody else out of it, bro. I mean, he just sound like a hater, bro. I mean, so that's all I got to say about MVP. MVP is a internet thug, and nobody worried about him.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is or where he stay at or whatever the case may be, but everybody got their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion about Dak Prescott or whomever, bro, but nobody's finna keep on getting on here listening to you go off and say and be disrespectful to other fans or other people that's tuning in on the show, bro.
Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you and your angle with that, and one of these days we have a battle royale where all of y'all can get on there and y'all talk and discuss y'all stuff, man. Because
that's soft. We don't get on like that. I don't get on this line talking about nobody else and speaking like that, because it's like we on the phone. So I want to see that in person, So keep that same energy. I don't even know who dude is. So, and I don't know why he's so protective over somebody he don't even know. I mean, people got their opinions about Dak Prescott, and like you said yourself, we are all entitled to our opinion. Now, if you're talking about this guy's life, about his mom, about his brother, then I can understand why somebody would go so hard like MVP. But we talking about football, bro.
No doubt,
nobody,
man.
Nobody has to like Dak Prescott.
No doubt, no doubt. So Riverside, man, what you got today, man? And I feel you, man. And hey, if I offended anyone, once again, I apologize. He is animated, you know what I'm saying? But he's animated. And ain't gonna say like a Buster rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Like my Jay-Z guy. But yeah. But what you got for the day, man?
Yeah, what I wanted to get at is Michael Gallup, man. He's been absent, bro, and I'm really concerned about that moving forward, especially going into the playoffs in these last 5-game stretch. I'm really just, I was just thinking about Martavius Bryant and the fact that we signed him. I haven't really had any heard any updates on how he's doing, especially in practice and stuff like that. But, we brought him here for a reason, and Michael Gallup has just been absent from this powerful offense and how we've been looking. And I would just love to see how this offense would look with Martavius Bryant, filling in that role for Michael Gallup. Because for whatever reason, you see Michael Gallup making some big, big catches sometimes. Sometimes down the stretch, late in the game, you might see him catch some real crazy footballs. But this guy is just, he's absent. He's absent most of the time while we playing these games, and we got people that are waiting for a chance, like Jalen Brooks.
Yeah, but here's my thoughts on this, Riverside. That I do look at Gallup as whatever he gets is 1 or 2 looks a game, then let it stay that way, because we got enough. Just like Dak Delusional said, we got a lot of guys on this team, right? So I look at it like this: look, less is more. Don't give Dak all of those options. Continue, stick with the philosophy and the formula. CD, Jake Ferguson, right? And as well as Brandon Cooks. Everyone else ancillary. If we just continue to use those 3 guys, no offense to Gallup, and I know Gallup, he probably feels salty when I said that, and I continue to say that, and people tag him on it, but these are the things. I think we can win multitudes of games if we just continue to utilize those 3. Running game. I don't like the ideal or the notion to have only Tony Pollard running the ball 20 to 25 times. I like it being a split back situation. And there's no offense to Tony Pollard. I want us to not just have series, but I want us to keep teams on their heels and utilize all 3 running backs. Tony Pollard as well as Rico. And then when we get down inside the 5-yard line or the 10, use 40 ounce. Let's bang it up, and let's be more physical from that approach. I think that would be a better situation and salute to this offense.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I definitely think Tony Pollard should stop running up the middle and give him some outside runs. Let us see what he can do there. I feel like that's more of his success is on the outside. You know what I mean? But we just keep doing these little first down run up the middles, stop after 2 yards. He doesn't have that it factor that he's not. I don't see him doing anything in the middle, right up the middle of the offensive line. I think we should utilize him more on the outside. And I've seen more of his success be on the outside.
Well, we can't say that in the last two weeks or such. Tony has been running a little bit more with authority, even though he did even in the first quarter of this past game average 2.5 yards per tote. But they eventually continued to chip away, and he eventually got that number up. So I get with what you're saying. But for right now, John, it's going to be a situation, a scenario that as long as they use the split back situation, everything work its way out.
Well, so you're saying keep everything the way it is. Keep Gallup where he at.
Don't touch it. Yeah, don't touch Gallup. Don't touch him. Just stay with what he's at. The ancillary piece, and put it like this. Let me tell you my real order, bro. Let me tell you my real order. Hey, Gallup, man. The Gallups, y'all close your ears, man, or your eyes. I have CD, Jake Ferguson, Brandon Cooks, Turpin, Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and then Gallup. No, Gallup way down at the bottom, man. Hey, am I wrong for that, bro? I like Gallup, though. I like him, though.
Nah, bro.
I'm wild, though. I'm wild, man. But I like that particular order, you know.
You must really like him, though. I mean, from what you see, you know, I mean, what do you see that he brings to the table as far as our offense goes?
Hey, and if you listen to the presser, you listen to what he do on crackback blocks. You know, he's a real good blocker in the game. I think that he gives you a little bit more than Brandon Cooks. I think that he gives you a little bit more of that bang eight when you run that route than what we can see out of Kevontae Turpin. I think that he's more valuable in that piece of the game on the outside of the ball. If I had look. I want to talk to you. I muted everyone else out. They can't hear us, bro. If I had an option right now to choose Noah Brown to stay on this team or Micah Gallup, I'll go with Noah Brown.
You a lie.
I'll go with the Noah Brown. Bring me his hands and everything, baby. Because I would love to see Noah Brown in an offense where he don't have those stop routes, man. He don't have those option routes or choice routes. I would love to see Noah Brown catch a slat, you know what I'm saying, and don't stop his feet and continue to go. Hey, man. Hey, Texans, y'all. And I like to see what Micah Gallup do over there in the Texans. Let me know if y'all disagree with me in the chat, let me know. Who's having a better season, by the way, Noah Brown or Michael Gallup? Hey, I know I'm going to get some hate mail now, though, but appreciate you, man, John. See how I made you laugh, man. Come on, man.
Wait, Lau, I got to say one more thing.
Go ahead,
Let me say one more thing, man. I appreciate you, though. Real game. Now, I want to also say this, though. I'm not coming on here bashing Dak. I'm really excited to see how he's going to play moving forward, but I'm really glad of what I'm seeing now from him, though. He looks fantastic, bro. He's really doing his thing. He is. And you know, I'm the type of guy that'll come on here when he's not playing good, and I'll be the first one to tell you about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to seem fake, and you know, down this stretch, and not give him his flowers and give him credit where credit is due.
No doubt,
so he's
man.
really doing his thing. But what I don't appreciate is people like MVP saying all these homosexual jokes. You probably got a lot of homosexual subscribers, and he's not even taking that in consideration of people and doing stuff like that. So a lot of people who don't like my takes on Dak Prescott, they can kiss my ass.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
That way.
That's Riverside.
Riverside John said that. I'm going to just let it be known right there. Riverside John said that. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. Y'all can kiss my ass. Period.
No doubt, man. All right, appreciate you, Riverside. He told y'all where y'all can kiss, man. All right, man. Look.
The conference has been live.
I know, boy. We've been live for 2 hours, man. 2 hours, man. And that's a long time, man. And y'all know we got the show later on tonight. Me and my brother, the Twin Maker. And I know we're going to get a lot of heat from this episode because we came at the Eagles' neck and their content creator, and y'all coming at a whole bunch of other stuff with this team. We're 9-3. Some of us are satisfied with the game that we are seeing with the Cowboys. Some of us not. And some of us looking for ways to improve. And like I said, man, we wish the best for all of these players, man. And we're talking from an analytical aspect as well from a fandom aspect of it. We've been live for 2 hours and 22 minutes with no commercial breaks. So I'm going to keep that in mind. So I'm going to let my guy MJ, you're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You're live. Talk to me, man. And we're going to let probably 2 more callers in. But get on in here, MJ. Talk to me.
What up, Law Nation? What up to all the fan base? Hey, man, I love it. Shout out to all the people that debating. You got to let them debate each other instead of, fists. So like you say, put Riverside, put Darius, and what's the other guy?
Man, I don't know. There's so many of them, man. Dak delusional, but keep going, man. Keep going, man. Look. I get all of that, MJ. I get all of that, MJ. But let's get right back to football, bro. What you got? Let's get to football, man. What we got to do this week, man? Battle within a battle.
Going too long. Everybody out here, you ain't got to worry about your quarterback. The quarterback gonna do his job. We gotta help 78 this week.
Right.
78
definitely.
and 63. Them the two we gotta help.
Yeah.
Don't throw the 13 unless he's open.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do no comeback routes with him, or he'll get the ball picked off. He's weak. I would love to see Martavis Bryant take his spot, but I know that ain't gonna happen. But Turpin is gonna run 2 punts back this week. That's what I got in my mind.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an explosion week. Now they're gonna try to attack you because they've seen that tape. But the key with that though, everybody y'all can brag on number 11 for Philly. Number 11 is not number 14. Number 14 is a world-class sprinter at 6'4", 6'3", 230. I'm not worried about 11 doing that. No. That number 14 is one of the most dangerous, and that's your boy, Law. 14, Metcalf for the Seahawks.
Oh, you talking about that? When you said 14, I'm thinking like Marquise Bell, No, I'm
talking about for the Seahawks. You ain't got to worry about that. They're the most 3 dangerous receivers that the Cowboys going to meet. The next 3 is going to be Miami. But they still.
But here's what I'm gonna do, man. DK Metcalf is a dog within his own way. I apologize for those. I said DK like to round his routes off, but I forgot about his physicality play. When you look at AJ Brown, he may be a tier speed like slightly slower than DK Metcalf or what have you, but he's a better route runner than DK, and he can embarrass you and he can take over some things if you overlooking him. The thing is with the Eagles, what they do bring in with Smitty, he's a guy that can take the top off the defense, and he is a nuanced route runner, and when you play in those zones, he can find a soft area in the zone. So my thing is with both of those wide receivers, they are nice. I'm not speaking glowingly of them to put our guys down, but we did manage to keep both of those guys, I believe, under 100 yards in this first visit. I think we can do the same if we stick to our philosophy and formula. Yeah. We just got to stop the run and make it one-dimensional. Go ahead.
But we can't play. We can't when it's 3rd and 10. We can't play 10 yards off.
You can't.
Please. I don't know why they tell them. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. That means if you're scared of your safeties, that means our safeties not doing their job. If you think your safety can't cover Dan Quinn, please stop favoritism, man, and put the people in the game. You see what Mike McCarthy did in Dak? Once they threw that one pass to number 13. They didn't throw to him no more.
Right.
So we need to start doing the same thing on defense. If these guys in the back end ain't doing their job, get their butt out the game. Put some fast guys in there that can hit and tackle and cover.
Yeah.
Stop favoritism.
Yeah.
That's Dan Quinn. I told y'all that was Dan Quinn. He got that linebacker 50 because he tried to be slick and got to cut him where he could be playing right now, making plays. I seen him in camp. I seen the camp. Long you seen the camp. I seen the preseason game. He was making all the tackles, making all the plays. You can't tell me this guy should have been not started. But when your favorite teams owe that money, this what happens. Now we looking for linebackers.
Yeah, we are.
You thinking about no Leonard. You see what I'm saying, Long? So the Cowboys, Dan Quinn, stop coming with that buffoon. You got the tape. The 49ers showed you the tape how to play Philly.
Yep.
I hope you do the same thing, Dan Quinn.
Keep those safeties too high, and then you're gonna have to allow your guys to get home. Your front 4, your front 5, your front 7. All of those boys got to get home, and don't blitz.
He had 5 minutes to pass, Law. I'm like 1 minute. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and he still didn't see nobody open.
Right.
That shows me this guy can't see the field. You got all that much time. Tom Brady would have killed you with something like that.
True.
So that shows me that means the middle of our defense need to stay where they at, and our DNs, our dumb defensive ends, stop trying to go inside, and then you make them go outside. Now you got us in the back end messed up.
Yep.
Come on, man. The coach, man, whoa! Lord, I wish I was a coach. I'll probably be fighting with the player. We'll be fighting, man.
No doubt, man. I love the passion, man. I love the passion. Thank you for calling in, MJ. Thank you.
But yeah, the last of the word, how about them Cowboys? Everybody, let's keep the peace. 100 grams, my boy VIP.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
Everybody, don't get mad. And let's get this win. We're going to put a 40 burger on them. We might get 50.
No doubt, man. Good call from him, man.
It's a
Woo! All right, man, I'm trying to look. I don't want to play clock game, but understand, dog. Hey, we've been live for a long time, and we gonna have to bounce. All right, so I got 857 then to 469. You're live, 857. You've been waiting here for a minute. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart, soul, and sinew? Talk to me.
What's going on, Law?
Not much.
Law.
What you got for it, man?
Ain't nothing, brother. Man, just wanted to chime in real quick. You know, I know we're going to have a big game this weekend. Sunday night football, prime time, as it should be. And I see us getting a big-time W. I think Dak is ready to bring us to the promised land. I think this is our year, brother. I think this is it, brother.
No doubt, man. Good call from you, man. I hear a little echo in the back. So, yeah, this could be our year, man, if we just TCB and SOB. Appreciate you for calling in.
No problem. God bless you, brother.
No doubt, man. That's Dallas's real call. All right, I got for 469. I don't know which man I got today, but you're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix.
Now, I heard Scott had my brother Playmaker on his live. So, you know, I had to call in, baby.
Oh, okay.
I had to call in. And I called in at such a good time because we got some strife going on and some people said things. First of all, let's just put the disclaimer out there. Law Nation 2.0, Law Nation, all affiliates do not endorse the thoughts and opinions expressed by the callers. We are supporters and affiliates of all communities, LGBTQ, Asian, Black. If you are for the Dallas Cowboys, we are for you. Let's just get that out of the way, all right?
True.
Second of all, now, we're going to have a dogfight, baby.
Here we are.
We're going to have a dogfight.
Here we are.
It's going to be in that front. It's going to be at that front who's going to win this game. Whoever's defensive front gets off, that's who's going to win this game. The reason why is because if we can take the time and comfortability off of a Jalen Hurts, get him off his spot, we got a chance to win. Them boys that they got, they can get in them zones. They can get one-on-one. They can go up top at the top of the pass, make a play, because they got them dogs at wide receiver in a Smith, in a Brown. Okay? Now, we got some dogs at corner, too, but that's going to be a contest right there. All right?
Yeah.
Now, where we can make our money, that goddamn tight end, baby. Jason Ferguson get going. We get him going early. We got a shot. Defensive line, they get out them. They get him off his square. Get Jalen Hurts off his square. Our O-line give Dak just a little bit more. Just a little bit more time. We got this game, baby. And we going on to the next. All right? Now, for the rest of y'all, all y'all Law Nation nights, see, I know you did something, big fella. When you was down there, when you was playing ball, what we used to do when we get into it in the locker room? We go to that back room. People stand by the door. We shut that door, and we let them have a conversation about them there. And when they come out gentlemen. I think we need to bring that back a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all a problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring that back. But that's all I got, Law. Y'all be good, be easy. That's prime.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man, from the 469. You already know what's on his mind. And allegedly, prime time for your mind. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, he right, man. I'm glad the way he put that bow tie on there. So, yeah, Law Nation don't endorse any of the callers that call in. Everybody's independent of their thoughts today. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my guy, my brother from another mother from the 254. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to Law. You're live.
Hello.
What's up, John? Talk to me, man. What's on your heart, man?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
I was watching both Cowboys and Jay Tuck, they
Okay.
the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was listening to them, and I was I trying to put the words correctly.
Okay.
Like they were putting good content out there like you was.
They do put good content out, yo.
And I heard you was helping a kid out with a brain stroke or something.
Yeah, we are helping another guy by the name of Jax. You know, he's he had he had terminal cancer. He's fighting. They're giving him anywhere between 40 days to 50 days to live. We were planning on having him out at the Detroit's game, but things have speeded up on his lifespan. But, you know, God had the final say. So he will be going to this particular game this weekend versus the Philadelphia Eagles, John. And Jax, he's a soldier just like you. He fights and he plays through the echoes of the whistle of life. And people like you and Jax, you know, y'all got a soft... Y'all got a soft spot in my heart. So, yeah, John, let's go.
And I can't wait till this weekend.
Yep.
I'm going to give you I think
the score prediction.
Game will be
give it to me now, John. Give me what the score prediction gonna be now.
I would say 27 Cowboys and 10 Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go. Ooh wee. That's gonna be amazing, John. I appreciate you so much for calling in, John. Thank you.
Wow. Somebody sent me a picture of a Cowboy and a Philadelphia Eagle, and I don't know how to send it to you.
To me?
Huh?
Yeah. Just send it to that text line, John, and we will get that out, and I'll post it so everybody can see. When the last time you were there. Well, we average 40 points a game when you go to the game. I appreciate you so much, John, and I thank you for calling in. Let me hear you say it one time.
And go Cowboys, BC 5.
Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy, John. Woo! All right, I guess we'll make John the last caller, man. I don't think anybody can trump that right there. I see you, Tyreek. I thank you for holding in, bro. But we're gonna let John be the last one. We all rocking with John, and we all rocking with Jax too. John and Jack, man. Y'all continue to fight. Y'all continue to put the best foot forward and all of that great stuff. We'll have a tour drive for my guy Jackson. I got a cash app from Patrice, thank you so much for your support. I've seen you deliver the Cash App, and we really appreciate that. All together, ladies and gentlemen, if you're having difficulties with the information of sending toys and you can't see the screen, I'm going to put one of my PR people information down here, and you can reach out to her. Her name is Mercy, and she don't do a good job at all, by the way. She do a great job. Contact Mercy at SCIDallas.com, and she would take good care of y'all as well. People that's on my Facebook side, appreciate you. That's her contact info. And even if y'all want to work with Law Nation or any other projects, be sure to reach out to her as well, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls around the globe. I thank all of you all for tuning in and calling in and being who y'all are, especially as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys and beyond. So y'all be sure to check that out, and we going to read up these super chats and get things going from here, man. Hey, a prize fighter, even when he's down, he continue to swing. Yes, indeed, he continue to swing. Yes, indeed, man, and that's what we got over here. I got some super chats that came in, and let me play my my deal here. Hold on, bear with me. And
Goodbye.
Yes, indeed. All right, and we got, let me play this one right here. Y'all kind of like this one, don't y'all? Y'all like this one, huh? Let me know. All right, we got Tricks with the $5 super. You got to call in and say it with your chest. Dak Delusional fan, put some bass in your voice. Yeah. You got to put some bass in that voice. Let me know if the audio's straight. Speaking of that. Yeah, y'all can hear that. Good. I got Jay Diz with the $2 support. Oh no, Justin D. I bet $20 he wasn't calling. I set my bet. Always settle your bets, people. Ask Dak Delusional to explain his opinion on Dak. I didn't see that super chat when he called in, but I should have read that one when he was on the phone. Dang, I should have read that when he was on the phone. You got it, Dak Delusional fan. The Professional Yapper Award is all yours, bro. Yeah, he lost all credibility when he said that he would rather have Daniel Jones here over Dak Prescott. Daniel Jones is making pretty much, I think, more money than Dak Prescott, I believe. Let that sink in. It's crazy. After this call, Brandon isn't the worst Dak hater. This is from JD. Got David J. Thank you for your support. Law, everyone would take Mahomes. Yeah, like, come on. He's not on the free market. Otis with the $9.99 for your mind. Too many people keep waiting for the other foot to drop. Otherwise, Dak, so that they can say, I told you so. Dak put the work in. You can see the development with Dak really just getting started. Yeah, I mean, at this point, let me tone this down just a little bit. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me just say this though. Let me say this. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Here's the truth about quarterbacks. They play well into their 40s, right around this time. Now, you can say that now you're getting prime Dak. You're getting a Dak Prescott, dare I say, that went through the lumps, went through all of the growing pains. And is he still developing now? No. Is he still learning? Yes, all quarterbacks continue to learn. But one thing that you can see, that his feet are moving. He don't have the lazy feet anymore. He's climbing and stepping up through the pocket. He's going through his progressions, and he's making the proper read. And they have a scheme in place, and his seam route, he do like that seam route. So now we're looking at the fullness of Dak Prescott. One can argue with his broken ankle that could have set him back about a year and a half. And we been seeing that he had to go through a different throwing mechanics. One can argue last year when you break your thumb, you had to go through different with your delivery. Your delivery may be there, but your follow-through may be kind of wonky, right? But he was still able to put the ball where it needed to be even last year. But there's a lot of people got to think in their mindset that, shoot, you will have happy feet if you played this game and your bone, just look down at your ankle and imagine that bone is busting through the meat and it's just sitting there. And the only thing that can stop it from protruding out any further is the socks that you have on, So a lot of people don't contextualize that, and people would think that I'm just saying this because I'm a fan of the Cowboys. But, man, that's a gruesome injury. I think Theismann went through that injury and never played football again. I think the other guy who played for the Washington team had the exact same injury, tried to come back, and they said after games he would have blood coming out of him, from that spot. I forgot his name. What was that quarterback name that played for the Washington team that had the similar injury, and now he's having leg complications? See, people don't contextualize those type of things, ladies and gentlemen. What's that guy's name? His name is tip of my tongue. I think his name is Alex something. What's his name? What's his name, y'all? And not a lot of quarterbacks come back from that. Alex Smith. Appreciate you, Lord Nova. So a lot of quarterbacks don't come back through that or from that. But people will gloss over it because he's the quarterback for the Cowboys. We've seen quarterbacks come from ACL, MCL tears. And granted, I'm not trying to put anything above Joe Burrows in 2021 of being the comeback player of the year or what have you. But if I gave you a choice or an option, both of them are gruesome. Nobody will say, hey, give me the broken ankle, dog. Give me that, where they had to go in and re-break it, put screws in there, and then you got to go start your rehab process. No, man, nobody ain't going to do that. But what he had, as far as that ACL thing, shoot. We've seen there's numerous accounts of people coming back from that. Yeah, so that's all I want to. I hope my audio is straight. That's all I wanted to say on that, y'all. That's all I wanted to say on that. I think I'm chipping. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Cali Cowboy said Joe Theismann had that same injury a bit higher up on the leg. Yep. Alex Smith contacted Dak after his injury because he knew how hard it would be. Think about this. He went through that, plus I think during that time frame he lost his grandmother, and we know how grandmothers are. I lost my grandmother this year as well. I mean, when the enemy attacked, oh boy, they attacked, baby. I lost my grandmother this year. I lost my uncle this year. I lost my baby cousin this year, and I lost absolutely the queen that I grew up looking up, living for, and my mom. That's my queen right there, All of those losses impact. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, most people don't care. They're going to want the results. They're going to want the results. You think for a second that YouTube would care that I lost all of those things? Huh? Are certain fans out here that I lost those things? No. No, they don't care. Some of y'all do. And I appreciate that. But people go and want the results. People are not going to dive deep into the circumstances. They're going to want the results. They don't care if the audio is choppy. They don't care what you're going through at the moment. Everybody cares when the moment happens. Calling, texting, hitting you up. saying we're thinking about you. But if I come up here and if I don't deliver and give you guys the ultimate truth, y'all don't care collectively.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
You got to have a different type of mindset. You got to have a different type of reasoning. It hurt me to my soul that I couldn't make my grandmother's funeral. And the last thing my mom said to me, boy, you are an able-bodied man. Why you didn't make it to that funeral? I'm way in Dallas. I got the call late. I can't stop what I'm doing here to be there. But my mom knew that her time was limited. And she wanted me to go there. And I couldn't make it. And I had to explain to my mom the reason why. 2 weeks before my mom passed away, my uncle passed. And all I could think of, my mom's, and I definitely was too tired to drive down that road. True story. Two weeks before. And I'm driving down the road to go to Ruleville, Mississippi. Had to jump on 20. Tired, exhausted. So I gotta make it for my mom. This is her older brother. She wouldn't have been in her position if it wasn't for him. And she couldn't make it because of her condition, but she wanted all of her boys to be there. When we talk about sacrifice, when we talking about giving, no excuses. Those are the things that you make in life. So I got tired, I pulled over. Slept for 30 minutes, jumped back on the road, continued to drive. I'm a little late, pressed down on the gas, flew through this little old town. Woo! Getting pulled over by a cop who saying that you're speeding. Right hand to the man, he looked right in. And he said, I know who you are. You that guy that talk that cowboy stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Favor is not fair. He said, where you headed? I'm headed to a funeral. I gotta bury my uncle. Just be safe. Slow it down just a little bit long. Now that man probably don't even exist. Could have been an angel. Right before I turned into Ruleville, Mississippi, going across that bridge, it started raining real bad. There was a wreck right in front of me. Ha ha, y'all ain't gonna like me here today. What if I kept going the speed that I was traveling? That could have been me in that wreck. So what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes things happen by chance, even if it's to slow you down. Is all I'm saying. But people still looking for results. Lord, where you at? I want to get my Cowboys fixed. Able-bodied, talking Cowboys. Jackson is not privileged to that. He got pain, been battling through things. They didn't know what to diagnose with him in 2018. They went to the doctor because he'd been complaining to his mom and his father about pain in his knee. Let me rewind. I'm giving y'all some of this stuff. You can leave for those who don't want to hear this type of information from the nation today. He had pain developing in his knees, and he didn't know where it was coming from. They tried all of the medicine that they could. Tylenol, Advil. Made him go to sleep a little bit earlier. Thought it was growing pain, and the pain was still persistent. The pain was still there for Jackson. The pain was still there. A young kid going through pain, not knowing what bringing him the pain. And then in 2019, they formally diagnosed it as a rare cancer. That only 20,000 people been through that particular rare form of cancer. There's really technically no cure for it. But he continued to fight. There's one person, Too Loud Craig, that tried to make sure that his last days on this planet was somewhere that he can go and enjoy. Bring him around football characters like a C.D. Lamb, like a Dak Prescott. Bring him around to a few of the games. And now those doctors are saying that he only got like 30 to 40 days to live. God got the final say. Keep living. Keep fighting, Jax. Also with my guy John, who never got to chew food like you and I that's watching today. Got to deliver food through a straw. Right? Never got a chance to run a mile or walk like you and I. But I can tell you, he's a die-hard Cowboy fan. Watch all of the shows. If I had the resources, he'll be at the game today. He'll go to all of the games, all of the home games, brought to you by Law Nation. Keep help support the nation so we can do that. So we can have these foundations going. We're going to set up that nonprofit right now, get things going for these guys. And for those who complain about the game, who never been to the game and still complaining, imagine yourself in their seats. Imagine not chewing through any of the food that you eat, or being able to walk, or to see the way you see. This game is just a game, but life is real. And to take you away from those moments of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is from the naysayers, from those who will call a quarterback ass. So when Jackson get a chance to watch his favorite program on TV and probably flipping through and he see a topic line that's seeing Dak Prescott on the screen, and he hearing another professional football player say, yeah, that guy's ass, but not to Jackson. He's everything. He's a hero, a superhero. Yeah, he may not can win them all. He may not run fast like the Flash. He may not fly through the universe like Superman and rewind time. But to him, he's a guy that took time away from his busy schedule to be with him. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen, for all of the perfect people out here. Can you imagine those type of things? Huh? Can you imagine being in the grace and the mercy of those type of things? Y'all ain't gonna like me here today. For the haters, let me pause my face so I can give you guys some more context. There we go. Hold on. So from the ass of a quarterback that people like to say he is with no apology, again, being able to spit their rhetoric on those TV shows, he's able to give life to those who are less fortunate. He's able to raise up the situation and put a smile on a kid's face. See, football is deeper. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than you and I. It's life. When you have the ability to make the outcomes change in people's lives. I'll ask you verily, I will say to all of those haters out there, what are they doing in the community? How many smiles are they putting on people's faces? How many hope that they are giving to people? Why would you tear them down over a game when they can provide the unbelievable opportunity to put smiles and warm grace on people's faces like my guy Jackson? But in departing, before I get on up out of here, ladies and gentlemen, I got to say this, and my mom will be really, really proud of me saying this one. And it's about heart, soul, and sinew and determination of your mind. Write these things down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind. If you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold poverty or famish or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want. If dogged and grill, and besiege and beset, with the help of Almighty.
Yes! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
You will get it one way or another. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go.
Yes! Here we go!
Oh my God.
Here we go! Here we go!
Let's get it. We about one love, baby. Roll those credits for your boy. Not wait. Hit the like, share this content, and now roll those credits for your boy. Let's get it.
Damn. I just wanna run it up. Count a check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it.
Shout out to Miracle Todd. Appreciate you, Brandy, Crush, B Wee, Bantu, Ernest, Sergeant Thomas. Appreciate y'all. We went live for 3 hours. I thank y'all so much. Shout out to you, DeAndre. Shout out to you, McDonald. Appreciate you. Unruly Balls. Appreciate you, Conrad. Come on, let's go, baby. Come on. Who with Law? Who with Jack? Who with John? Come on. Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl.
Salute to I'm Awake. Appreciate you, man. One love. But you know, even though on my way out, hey, you already know I am awake. It won't be long if I don't.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles with a hard fight?
One more time for Riggs.
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl champions.
Hey, I needed to laugh out of that one, man. I am awake, man. I appreciate you. I needed a laugh. Boy, I've been beat up today, boy. I needed that laugh, boy. Hey, laughter is a good deal, man. Come on. Come on. Cowboys, don't let me down this weekend. Woo, I got some clips loaded up, man. I got some clips. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Don't let me down. Come on. I need some Law Delusional fans. Like they got Dak Delusional. I need Law Delusional. Somebody, anybody, make your username Law Delusional fan. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Oh, we got.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, we got some more breaking news. Riggs! Cowboy fans, y'all supposed to be too old for this. Y'all childish. Y'all some kids. Y'all some lames and some cornballs. Although I've been doing my content for 4 or 5 years, I only got 6,000 subscribers, man. Y'all making fun of me, man. Y'all some lames, man. I can't wait to retweet your stuff on Twitter. Riggs! Law! You only got all of those likes. You only got all of them likes because y'all do shock drop stuff, man.
Law.
Y'all don't do nothing for the community, Law. Hey, I can't make this stuff up, baby. When we up out of here, let's go one way or another, baby. You tell him who's the best. And the results gonna still say the rest. You're listening in to Law Nation Sports. Everyone have a reason, but my result speaks for itself. DC for life. Let's get it. Boom. Let's go. Be sure to check out that toy drive, by the way.
It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. I follow. No need to say.
That's where the Dutchman just dropped them.
We are heading now, babe. I follow.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
What we tell them? Hush all of that. Drop some toys out, man, for the kids. Salute to my guy, Jack. Shout out to the CIAs, baby.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
No days off.
It's not a problem. No. 'Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe
It's
it.
an evil world we live
One
in.
more time for the Eagles with a hard fight they did.
Let's go, bird fight.
What's wrong here?
Until next time, and salute to you, Lachey Williams, DJ Law. Until next time, DC for life. One love. Salute. We out. One more time, y'all. One more time. Can you tell me one more time? Okay, I got you.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
What's the tip? Jalen Carter's dad.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Shout out to my guy, I'm Awake, man. He's a true soldier, man. One love, man. No hard feelings, y'all. No hard feelings. For those who don't know, I got a brother, man, who's a real diehard Eagles fan, and trust me, we and him go back and forth every time. But until next time, DC for life. Salute. I will play it, but I don't want to load that up right now. Salute, though. Peace. But it's him. I got live sample of him crying, though.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, too.
No doubt.